Hello, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Everything
Oh,
is
I
not
see
being
two
viewed,
already in
that's
there.
good.
Hello, Federico, and hello to
Sorry.
you too, Bass.
For the tiny little
And Mason,
lateness.
hello.
Hello, Bass and Federico and Mason. Mate sounds delicious. I have tea I have to go finish making. But first...
Oh, I got my hot chocolate. And Ori, I did follow your suggestion. I took the spoon out so it wouldn't get cold too quickly.
Nice. Look at the art I have done.
Nice and hot.
Hello, Canadian Lucifer.
Hello,
In celebration
welcome, welcome.
of we hit a milestone, 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. That's crazy,
Oh my god,
guys.
It feels unreal.
Oh
Holy
my god.
shit.
So many peeps. Any VOD watchers out there, you're also reals. Hello, Suki.
Yes, you're very appreciated. Hey, Suki.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Music is always too loud, please.
Ain't it always?
My brain is just too quiet. I don't know how to do it. Thank you, Suki. Thank you. Yes. So now, starting now, I am implementing a new thing. And that is every 100 subscribers we get, I will draw an Ace Attorney character at random. It'll be ones that we have experienced that are in the edited video series. So, no investigations characters for a while. Obviously, there will be a lot of characters eventually, so I do want to, Yes, Bass, so these will also be getting the really lazy Ori voiceovers, if anybody of you have seen them on the Instagrams and TikToks. So you will see those, and I do plan to mention the fact that that was not intentional. I just wanted her brush her hair pose, and it just so happened that it makes Dylan like it less. But before I go...
It's a good pose. You can't argue with that.
It's a good, but I just wanted the brush. I wanted some motion. I wanted to do little sparkles.
She's brushing her hair off her shoulder. She looks cool. She looks confident.
And I like this like shape thing. I'm gonna do this for all of them, so then they can like stack side by side, like Pokemon cards. I don't know. I liked it.
I love that they look like cards. Like, honestly, now I want to collect them.
Well, that's something we could also do. But moving on. We have what we are doing today. It's Paper Demon Day.
I'm so excited.
It's our November Paper Demon Day. And I learned about Gratitude Harbor back when someone had their birthday. I don't remember who it was. Apologies. Someone had their birthday. And they were like, and Red's like, oh, do Gratitude Harbor. I'm like, what is that? And it's basically where you show your thanks to all the lovely staff at Paper Demon by drawing either staff OCs, Paper Demon NPCs, or items and companions. And if you guys are OGs, you know that Ori's internet content creation actually started with drawing D&D 5e homebrew items, which is a wild thing to think about.
There's some deep Ori lore for you.
And some deep Ori lore. And so, of course, I'm drawn to the absolutely fantastic item art design in Paper Demon. Paper Demon is gorgeous. And I love, and this is not even all of them.
Each and everything, honestly.
But I wanted to draw them, and then I sort of stumbled upon this sort of like deal of making it kind of like graphic designy. I don't know how I'm describing it, but where it is like
kind of looks like a fanciful logo.
Yeah, like a logo. I logofied them, so it's like this one is this one.
Logofied. I could get behind that.
And I don't know, I just like, because my plan is to not draw them in my normal style. My plan is to render them more in a like merchandisey, cel-shaded style. You know,
graphic design is your passion.
Yes, I do love saying that, Bass, because I literally have boards. There's a website. It's called Millinote, and it is free to use. You can have boards.
Pastry.
Hello, Pastry Puff. And you can have
You're just in time.
And on these boards, I literally have our brand, like, kits, I guess, for lack of a better term. So you can see all the Ace Tooney brand info I have on this thing. It has all the cards, all the little assets, our brand colors. And how
Just
they
makes
line
things
out.
very easy.
And if you can't tell, I love, yeah, the origami oni, the onigami. I also have one for folding planets, I'm pretty sure.
I do believe so.
Yeah, I do.
We had to get that locked in earlier this year with our website starting up.
Yeah, the folding planets one as well. And then I have to do the Artboreal one because I only just started making assets and stuff for that. So, that is something to do. Not like that's coming out next month or some shit. But, Mars...
It does come in handy, though. Look at how nice and organized.
You're gonna do while I go get my tea.
Yes, because, well, Ori has talked about the art aspect. You may be wondering, but what if I don't art? Well, not to worry, because if you are a writer, they are also accepting writing submissions for Gratitude Harbor. Same deal, you could write about one of the characters featured in the Gratitude Harbor. I'm personally going for the route of all the little characters are featured in these little boats and ships, and all of them are having very expressive reactions to being in their little boats, and some of them are very creative. There's one who's floating around in a little teapot. There's another who's floating in a little life preserver and about to be wrecked by an incoming wave, and they just have a look of absolute panic on their face. I want to write about the situations. So most of, if I'm recalling correctly, most of Paper Demon's writing prompts, you can write up to 500 words minimum, or 1,000 max or more. You know, if you really want to go for it, nothing's stopping you. Totally do it. But if you submit it, I believe 500 gets you 5 AP, and 1,000 gets you 10 AP. I think. Thank you for confirming, Pastry. I was pretty sure there was no max, but I do remember it was between 500 and 1,000. I think just because of how many characters there are, and, you know, I'm kind of treating this as an exercise at the moment because, guys, let me tell you, Mars has been locked into report writing for the last 2.5 weeks. No more! I am free. I can be creative again. And this will be the way I do that. I want to see how many I could write. Is it 200? I thought I saw 500 to get AP Pastry, but I might be wrong. Let me double check that. I know I have the Gratitude Harbor saved, so I could actually read it, which is probably something I should do to let you guys know what's up. So let's see, specifically for the Gratitude Harbor, for the writing requirements, 5 AP for a short story of at least 500 words, with one of the subjects listed in the prompt section playing a major role in the story. 10 AP if you write 1,000. Okay, so my memory didn't fail me. That is a miracle, honestly. But that's the route I'm going to take. I kind of wanted to see how many characters I can do, and I feel like 500 words is appropriate. Thank you, Suki. Thank you so much. I see. Okay, for tech reasons. Good to know.
I'm pretty sure it's 300 is available for some events, like the boss battle. You have the 3 levels of stuff. You have 300, 500, 1,000 are the ones usually listed because they are the equivalent in art of just a sketch has to be colored or toned and with a background. That's how it goes.
This is one of the reasons I
have seen 300.
Love Paper Demon, because as much as I love Art Fight, I can actually participate here.
Do you have a lot of characters?
Excited.
Or do you just have one?
Oh, cool, Suki.
I do just the one character. I don't want to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, so far I
choice.
have just the one.
But Mars is over here being like, he might make another. Pastry Puff's over here making whole
there's a lot
characters.
of one-shot D&D characters that I like, and I wish I could flesh them out more. And this kind of seems like the right opportunity to do so. The Paper Demon universe is really, really good for that kind of thing.
I'm over here like just the one.
You got this, Pastry. You could do it.
All right.
I am actually so excited about the new writing prompt that just came out. The mirror prompt.
one.
I'm like, that's some Persona shit if I ever heard it, and that's my jam. So let's go. The I am you, you are me. Yes, bring it. That's my jam. 15. Damn, Suki.
Oh, that's
That's
wild.
crazy. Oh, Pastry, I have no doubt you're doing the mirror prompt.
See, that is one I'm not currently planning to do.
You don't think Evil Flare would be fun?
I don't really want to design, like, he's just, what, a crow now? I don't know. I also think
Bass
opposite
seems to be in agreement. He's a coffee lover instead of a tea lover.
No.
That is evil. That's true evil. Oh, man.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me get Twitch going on my phone. That way I can still see you guys, but I can also write at the same time. In theory, writing and talking is hard, so I genuinely don't know how well this is going to go for me.
I never...
We shall see.
Usually, I only do prompts that I have, like, a pretty distinct idea for. So, currently, like, I don't know what they'd be doing. I'd just be making, like, designing mirror flare, and I don't know if I want to do that. Doesn't seem particularly
do what you're passionate about.
Intriguing to me, and this currently not. However, I will say, you know, I did say before that at one point, I had no inspiration for the avant-garde prompt, and then it just kind of hit me. So, you know, who knows?
You never know.
That prompt is around a lot longer than the mirror one, though, so I don't know. Yeah, it just happens. Oh, you've done it twice, Pastry Puff. Yeah, it was meant to be.
Road decided, I want to be left-handed. Pastry, make me left-handed.
Oh, making him, instead of caffeine, the vice is alcohol drinks.
Oh!
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hello, Enthuse. Welcome, welcome. We just got started.
We have...
Sadly, I will not be sharing my screen for this, because I'll be honest, guys, watching someone else write is probably one of the most boring things on the planet.
Don't tell Dichotomy Games that. Shh. I don't know if I don't know if they'll be streaming tonight.
Oh, maybe. I don't think I have heard of that, Bass.
No.
Okay, maybe
just a lot of
I'll
presidents have been
Mycelia,
left-handed.
'cause
Is that what
Mycelia
it is?
Very cute.
Gotta come from the middle.
Maybe
no,
I'll
I gotta
start
make
writing
this a
for
circle first.
Mycelia.
Should always make that a circle first.
Oops. Would help if I clicked on the right
I'll
tab.
do that in a second. Ooh, a divination mirror. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. So guys, thought
Very
process
fun.
here. What I'm
Love
thinking
catfolk.
for Mycelia is she's depicted in a little teapot, and she seems to be a little mushroom character. I'm thinking
yes.
a Thumbelina-esque prompt where she's searching for the perfect boat and comes across the little teapot.
That's pretty cute.
I think that's going to be pretty adorable.
That's pretty adorable indeed.
The thing is, I'm not sure how Thumbelina we're going, if she's actually tiny. 8 inches. Base, let's go! Thumbelina, here we come. Thumbelina mushroom, I love it.
There you go. Very Thumbelina then.
So some key things. Her name is Mycelia. Nickname Celia. I don't think age would come into play. I think what would be fun is if I do a prompt for a character and their birthday is
And
close
bitey.
to like this time of year. like either they're going to be doing something birthday related in their prompt, because I just think that'd be cute. Chat
would be
bonk.
pretty cute.
Why does chat get a bonk? What did I miss?
It's for Bass. Bass is
Oh.
implying Dylan would say things.
Bass, I look away for 5 seconds, and this is what you're doing?
Bass likes to fill in for Dylan.
Okay, so
Okay,
we got
I think
timid,
that this is a bad
anxious, and
idea.
crowds, worried, bubbly, and a spitfire when comfortable. Ooh, okay.
I'm debating what I'm doing.
Jokester. Oh, foul mouth in private. Oh, this could be fun.
Okay. Let's go like this. We'll do it like that.
Friends.
Yeah, the goal is that once the line art is done, in theory, the coloring will be very fast. In theory. We shall see in practice.
Ooh, okay. One of my Celia's hobbies is singing in private. Now all I can picture is her singing in the little teapot, but like she's all curled up inside the teapot and you see the little music notes leaving through the spout.
Twinkle,
Oh,
twinkle,
This
little
is gonna be
bat.
fun. How I wonder where you're at. Oh god, it really is the Dormouse from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Crap. Shit.
Mars is
You
on
know,
a
they do
mice
thing-
thing today. Oh,
they
shit.
they do say everything is inspired by something.
Me
so
forgetting Mirror was on.
You know what? Fuck it. We're still going with it. We're
Yeah,
still
going with it. No, everybody's always talking about the theory, but nobody gets to capture. It's just a very graphic logo designy thing of various Paper Demon items.
Mm.
That's good tea.
Yes, Enthused. Did you get to hear about Gratitude Harbor?
I don't think so. I think Enthuse came in
Ah.
late.
Well, this is for Paper Demon because today is our special Paper Demon stream. We get one a month, which is lucky.
Roughly, but yeah.
Yeah, give or take. I'm staying optimistic.
I think we do once a month. I think sometimes we did twice. I think we did twice a month in October.
I thought we did twice a month, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if I was tripping or not.
I think we did. I think we ended up doing it because you guys weren't going to be there for Halloween, so.
Right, that's it.
And I was like, that's what I'm doing then.
But basically, what Gratitude Harbor is it's a chance for the users of Paper Demon to express gratitude toward the staff and creators of Paper Demon by writing little stories and doing little arts about their characters. There's different requirements to get the different amounts of AP, or if you just want to do something to express thank you for making this awesome website that honestly kind of unlocks something in me, because I don't think I've written so much in my life since Vashwood, honestly.
New
Oh,
Mars
or you remember
moment?
when I was on a Vashwood kick? I was
Oh,
writing like
yes.
4 fics a week.
I don't
and
know if
now
it was
with,
that many, but yeah, there
Rikuritti,
was a lot. I certainly
I
drew a bunch.
I was keeping up with the Paper Demon prompts pretty regularly. Rikuritti has about 6 chapters in her book. So, you know, I'd say that's a pretty dedicated amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Not a crazy amount, but, you know. Listen,
Celia
when you
has
get to creatively write in between your actual job, you count the hours.
Mars. So Mycelia has social anxiety and is typically paired with the same artists. Right, Mycelia's art beetle, right?
I believe so.
So their same bard soot demon. So him in a Mad Hatter
Oh.
costume could be super funny. That's what Suki's saying.
Oh, that would be funny.
If we're going the mixing Thumbelina and Alice in Wonderland. Yes, it is. I know Goblin is art beetle. I haven't associated everybody with everybody yet.
It takes a while for us to
We're
learn
new. I'm trying.
names. We try. We do our best.
Sometimes I look at the new, like, okay, I gotta comment on this one. This one's great. Beautiful.
No worries, Suki. Even
Yeah,
with
no,
people in our own chat, it
both.
takes us a second to associate them with their Discord
Yeah,
name.
oh my god. I do know Art Beetle is Goblin. I just wasn't sure if Mycelia's was Art Beetle's OC immediately. That's the part. I'm getting there. We're getting there. But it's a lot of people at once. Mission. Boop. Ah. Boop. Amazing.
Okay, guys, I'm warning now. You may see my avatar dance and no words come out, and that is because I am typing. Or attempting to, at the very least.
I love all the Transformicorns.
If I just start dancing out of nowhere, that is the reason why. The Transformicorns are so cute. Those came out so damn good.
I'm getting distracted. I need to do 16 of these. Come on. Get back in it, Ori. Stop looking at pretty art. I don't even know why I went on the thing yet. I don't even know why I went on Paper Demon. I got lost. I got lost. Okay. I'm debating something. I am no longer debating something. Why? Why? Success. My finger is itchy. Ah!
The struggles.
I'm in the struggle bus right now. We be struggling. We be bussin'. Ah, I know the stupid. I have fixed the stupid. Alright. Well, I haven't fixed it yet. I have to fix it. But I know why I know why it was looking off. 'Cause oranges have little stars in the middle that need to be dealt with. There we go. Now I'm cooking with fire. Which is not as good as gas. But we're still cooking. Yeah, that makes more sense. Allie, hello.
Hiya, Allie. Welcome, welcome.
How are you, Allie?
Struggle bus supreme indeed.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Have I ever had a
ordered
sweet lemon?
Super supreme
Yes.
struggle bus.
I love
I'd
lemon,
like to return
period.
this order for a refund. Thank you.
No refunds. I'm sorry.
No 3D model of Mars. I don't think Ori has the time for that. Too much else going on.
I don't even know how to 3D model in the first place. That is an item that I wish to learn, because I do want to make 3D models of the boys. Oh!
Mostly so we can have figurines.
It's half an hour in. We're gonna be good content creators, and we're gonna say, guys, we make a comic, and in a week, 2 weeks? 2 weeks,
I believe.
just over 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It comes back from hiatus. So if you want to read something written by Mars, who's writing over here, and drawn by Ori, that's the word I want, you should go do that. You should go take a looky-loo at that. It's good. Swearsies. It's just a fact, totally science. Plug. Also, there's a dub version if you
Yes.
can't read or you don't like reading.
There is. Do you like our voice acting during Ace Attorney? Well, you'll really love the voice acting in the Outcast dub that I think only features Dylan at the moment because is
No,
behind. But
it has all of us. Wow,
it does.
that hurt my feelings. Wow.
So we made it that far.
Mars, we have all of entry 2.
You guys hear that? That's wonderful. I'm sorry.
Wow, guys.
I forgot.
Author doesn't
it's
know
been-
anything about her own
it's
comic,
been
apparently.
so long since I watched the dub. Like, of course I watched it when it first came out. And then it's just been a long time.
This is why I'm the organized one.
My brain went in the volcano. Hey, who had to keep you on task last night for
Yeah,
social
that's because
media
that's some shit I don't want to do, okay? I don't want to do that. Yes,
well,
guys.
you heard it here first. You're in for an even bigger treat because we're all in it.
Yes, indeed. If you lost your eyes on a volcano, there is a dub. Oh, it's sadly.
I am so
It'd
curious.
be sad if there was no art.
To see how the new voice acting would go because we recorded those lines a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm so curious if we actually sound different. Like, I'm sure we've upped our
probably
game
do.
since then.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. There's a lot of cool stuff, actually, Bass, that you can, one, there is a man who is legally blind, and he makes full illustrated, children's books. Really cool.
Yes.
Really great.
I believe the Instagram is called Paul and Matthew.
Yep, it is.
I actually have some of his books.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. They're really
so cute.
And the art is really cute. But I've also seen other blind creators make, like, textured art with, like, paper collages and stuff, where they use textures and things. Yes, Paul and Matthew are great.
They're so wholesome.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Molly Burke did something with a, like a textured paper craft. YouTube chat isn't picking up the Twitch chat. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Weird. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, YouTube.
I don't know why that is. Now it is? Alright. Good that it is. Duh? Oh. Whatever. I don't know. I think we're good. I think we've succeeded. I think everything is fine. Okay, gotta draw these little lads.
Typing is a struggle, Allie, and we know why. We proved it, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's Apple's fault. Blame Apple.
We'll see, Suki. Maybe it's fixed. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I think it's on a delay. Alright. Sadly, there's nothing I can do about it. That is a restream being unfriendly with YouTube and Twitch. That is not an Ori thing, unfortunately. We need to make these bigger. Please! Okay. I'm gonna do this a different way. Because the style of this, I want to be really neat.
Okay, so I ended up just deleting the first paragraph I wrote. I think I'm going a new angle.
Kill your
I'm gonna go
darlings.
storybook angle because I think that'll be better. Let's try that, and maybe I'll vibe with that a little bit more. Oh, question from Allie about the tea
Yes.
pets. Do the Gajinka designs have to include animal parts?
Yes. So let's release some T-Pet lore. Now, again, Allie,
Oh, sorry to hear
I'm
about your
not-
car enthuse.
oh no. Oh my goodness. It got towed because it got parked in the wrong spot? or
Hopefully
or
it didn't get
'cause it
towed
got
because it
hit.
got totaled. Like,
Yeah, I
there's
don't know.
so many directions that could go. I mean, you're here, so it seems like you're okay.
Yes, I hope that you're
which is
alright.
good. We're
you
happy
are
for that.
hosting people, so. But yes, T-Pet lore. Mars and I have reworked the T-Pet lore to make it all-inclusive of everything now. T-Pet lore is big suggestion. But if you feel like the vibe takes your T-Pet a certain way, I'm not anal about it. We're not policing you about it, you know? If it's recognizable in general as a T-Pet, you know, if like somebody in the know could be like, "Oh yeah, makes sense," then you're Gucci. But oh, it broke down. Oh my goodness. I hope it broke down and you weren't stuck. My gosh. All right, lore time. For those who don't know, for everybody new, T-Pets are a open species that we created because our channel mascot, which you can see on our screen here, this little parrot lad, he is our channel mascot, Flair, but we also have some of our lovely Angsty Adversary YouTube channel members, Sten for Dichotomy Games, Cha-Cha for Nicole, and Sly for Parry His Parry. They are all T-Pets. And when we made them, they obviously had lore, but then because I wanted to make Flair into a Paper Demon character, he needed to be Gajinkified because that's what I want to draw. No offense to T-Pet Flair, I don't want to do all of these prompts with T-Pet Flair. So, yes, this is Flair, the Paper Demon character I use, and he's a T-Pet. And so, for all this lore, we now have lore. How the T-Pets are made. The unique shape of a teapot makes it not only so only a skilled potter can craft one, but that it is incredibly good at collecting ambient creative energy. When enough creative energy is collected in a particular teapot, a teapet will be born from it. A teapot that has born a teapet will no longer collect the creative energy, as the teapet will now be the main focus of all those creative feelings. If you've ever forgotten an idea, it's because you don't have enough teapots or teapets around you to trap all the creative energy in your house. He does, so we'll get into the form, Suki, but that is a funny idea. This is just a form. Being Gajinkified is just a form of him. He almost eats sandwich enthuse. He's being interrupted eat sandwich.
He never gets to eat
Allie,
the sandwich.
you gotta get some teapots. I literally, like I was telling
There you
Dylan about
go.
this, there are 2 teapots that I just have on display in our kitchen, and Dylan's like, "Oh, you have to justify your
They
teapot,
don't piss tea,
thing
Mason.
now." No. All T-Pets are animals, and they can be any extant animal, excluding humans. So that the animal can't be extinct, it can't be fantastical, and it can't be a person. Just a lot. T-Pet names
And there is reason for that.
are short and consistent of only 1 syllable. So, Flair, Sten, Sly, Row, Moo, or a repeated hyphenated syllable, Cha-Cha, Riri, etc. Then you have, and T-Pets always come in this general, like, two-tiered blobby snowman form. That's how their, like, relaxed state is. But they do have limbs, so they can, like, flex their limbs and whatever. But this is just, like, their default little baby state. And this state is called their bisque form. This is their base and true form. It takes no energy to maintain. However, it obviously has many functional disadvantages. Few T-Pets have opposable thumbs in their bisque form and can only speak in small noises akin to Animal Crossing villages or Puppy Cat. All T-Pets, well, in any form, can understand this language, but it is near indiscernible to anyone else. Should a T-Pet need to communicate with others while in bisque form, they may employ the use of small icons that magically appear over their head, similar to Sandman from Rise of the Guardians. Bisque? Yeah, it's little. I'll get it up. I was just pointing to the one on screen. I'll get the big one.
It's coming, it's coming. Hold your horses, hold your horses.
I'll get the big one. This is the bisque form. These are the baby. He's an adult. These are the bisque form. It's okay. We're being specific. I will make this into a thing that will be posted in the T-Pet Discord channel. I just haven't done that yet, because life is a lot of work. These forms' colors are muted, warm browns, reds, yellows, oranges, and warm whites, grays, and blacks. In bisque form, T-Pets have a very round, pear-shaped body that is made by overlapping two circles, with the top circle being smaller than the bottom. T-Pets have a flat bottom, but it does not make the bottom circle a semicircle. All T-Pet eyes are two black circles, but they can have many different varied expressions that can change at will. Baby T-Pets are 1 to 2 solid colors, but adults can have any number of colors. Beaks, noses, toe beans, inner ears, horns, antlers do not follow this rule. Then we have the glossed form. G-L-O-S-T. Glossed form. I would say T-Pet is a state of mind. Coffee pots vibe the same way teapots do. I would not, like, say your T-Pet. I would say it would still be called a T-Pet, because that's, like, what they're for. But, like, the quirk of it could be, like, it likes coffee and it was born. Yes, Allie. It is a pottery term. We're using real pottery terms here.
Yes.
A T-Pet.
Have you guys seen real T-Pets?
Yeah, T-Pets are real. T-Pets are real. T-Pets are made from the extra clay that occurs after a potter has made an entire tea set. And in the Chinese tea tradition, the first steep of the tea leaves is poured out over the T-Pet. It is for good luck. They drink the tea. You are giving them the tea. And you drink the second steep, which is after the leaves have been moistened, and thus they have better flavor the second time. And that's real IRL T-Pets. A T-Pet can only have a glossed form once they are an adult. So you see, babies don't have glossed forms. Only adult T-Pets have glossed forms. While in glossed form, a T-Pet may adopt a longer name to fit in better, but it is always based on their true name. So, Rikuritti, Mars's character, has actually been retconned to be a T-Pet, and she has the name in glossed form, Rikuritti, but her T-Pet name is Riri. Yes, he is legal. So, it could be like, if Moo wanted to have, or Ro, they could have longer names. Flare, I like him as Flare, but they can adopt that longer
Sadly,
name.
the name Rikuritti came first, and I'm
Yes.
too attached to it to change it.
Well, I was never gonna make you change it. So
but
this is how we
works
did it
for the T-Pet
yeah,
form.
exactly. And that would be like it's definitely like Riri is less of like
this
a person
is the fun
name.
thing about making your own lore. You could do whatever you want.
No, not Fifi. He's already a single syllable, so it's good.
It's true.
This form takes some effort and concentration to maintain, but not so much that it's all they can focus on, nor become particularly exhausted from using it. They can't hold this form while sleeping or unconscious, and may revert back to bisque form when startled, embarrassed, surprised, etc. Anything that might break that concentration. There's no additional effort in the actual changing process, and it is just a magical poof with a little heat and light. A Teapet's glossed form is always humanoid, with hands and opposable thumbs, and has significant features of the Teapet's bisque form's animal. Okay? So the animal features, same animal, prominent. The number of features, up to you. It could just have antennas, it could have wings and not antennas, it could have just the legs, just the tails, just whatever you want. It has to be involved.
Well, instead of writing teapot, I just wrote teapet.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna stop writing during this explanation.
We're almost there.
Because that's not working.
They're not drinking blood. It's not their blood. They're made of clay. They have no internals. I'm getting to that, but they don't have any internals.
Absorbed when it's poured on them. That's why Flair in our Discord had a little sticker of him taking a tea bath.
I also like Rowan.
Because he was getting bathed in tea.
And then you could go both ways. If Ro wanted to have NB vibes, I think he could change.
That's a fun one.
Yes, they're like the crystal gems, guys, in the sense of that they do not need to eat or drink, but they can.
But if they want to be like amethyst, they can if they enjoy it.
And it just, it's magic. They're magic. They're very, very magical. They unlike collars, which are very scientific, Teapets are fully magical. They only exist because of your creative energy.
With the Teapets.
So they are fully magic. Okay?
Thank you, Allie.
Of the glossed form can span the gambit and be much more vibrant than that of the bisque's form, or not. But the placement and patterns must still resemble that of the bisque form and should not appear wildly different to the point of unrecognizability. So you can see Flair's, he's very dull in his bisque form because he is made out of clay. Think of unglazed colored clay, right? But in the glossed form, he can be quote-unquote glazed, so he can be literally any color you want. But you can see that still it's red, yellow, blue. He still is the red, yellow, blue. He still has, the way that everything works like that.
It's just more vibrant.
It's just more vibrant. But you can very much see he is a Scarlet Macaw in both, and his patternings are reminiscent of both. You can see the through line. Glossed form does not give any additional limbs. If their animal has 2 wings, 2 legs, and a tail, they cannot have arms and wings instead of having hybrid wing arms. They can have less limbs than their base animal, though, i.e. an insect Teapet only having 2 arms and 2 legs instead of 6, but they can also keep the 6. So, Allie, you have a moth. A moth is an insect, and it has 6 set of legs. So you could have 2 legs and 4 arms, and then also the wings, because that's how insects work. Or you could just have 2 arms, 2 legs, and the wings. You could have no wings. All up to you.
That one's totally your call.
8 legs. 8 legs? I'm sorry. 4 legs and 2 arms. If you wanted to do that.
Not 8 legs.
Sorry. My brain was there. Doing such great research on them. Yes.
Oh, no, not a gang of skunks.
Don't know my, Allie. All right, lastly, we have the Teapet's refired form. A Teapet can only have a refired form once they are an adult. Teapets gain access to this form when they have fully realized what creativity means to them. Kind of cutie mark vibes, but way, that's a good idea, Suki. I think that's definitely something that they could do. Yeah,
I like that.
Love that. And,
ooh, if someone dropped a gloss form, would the damage show in the bisque form?
Yeah, it would all be... They are the same creature.
Kintsugi, exactly.
I would say, yeah, that's what Suki was saying. Yeah, I would say that they are one creature, so all of their forms are the same. If you would expect a werewolf to have, like, a scar across the eye and then they're, like, human to have the same scar across the eye.
The scar is
Then
carried
yes.
across through the
But I would say
transformation.
I would say that's technically up to you guys because they are magical. I'm not gonna, the point is creativity. The point of T-Pets in general is that because our channel is all about being creative in various ways, we love talking about that, that they are meant to be a vehicle. We literally wrote this lore and I immediately broke it with a Paper Demon prompt because I wasn't thinking, and I thought that was cuter the way that I wanted to draw.
We literally
specifically
had it all figured out.
He's not broken.
And then
I just
Ori
went
had
against
to go
the lore
and break it.
So like again, this is not the most strict I would say I would be is in
Gloss can change back and forth to bisque form and
Yes.
back, and vice versa.
Yeah, and they would basically they sleep in bisque form, basically, right? And they could be surprised and pop into bisque form. It is like an active thing they have to do to be in glossed form, but it isn't like it's not like more taxing than like just the act of living, but it's like when they're asleep, they would
It's a
go
fair
back.
bit of concentration.
But that is what I broke very quickly. So again, not really strict about that. It's more for the vibe of like, oh my god, poof, like that's the fun vibe. Yeah,
A little bit like Darmanitan. I could see that.
Yeah, dudes, kind of like that.
I don't know if
It's
that would
great.
be an isekai. That's a different genre.
I
If it's clay Suki,
They
I
are made of
think
clay.
that would break.
They're magic, so I don't really know. They're kind of like immortal. I wouldn't say it would be like
I don't think you can
killing them.
like kill a T-Pet.
Yeah.
I think you could injure,
I think you could break
And-
one.
like break one with the cracks and everything.
But they wouldn't
don't
like
think you could kill a
explode like
T-Pet.
Corelware or something, I think they would always break into large pieces, so you can always put them back together.
Allie, Moo can't have a refired form yet.
Yeah, yet, exactly.
Yet is always the key word.
And I want to stress
Rikuritti
out,
doesn't have a refired form. She doesn't even know who she is at the moment, following the Paper Demon
It
lore.
also doesn't have to be like you have your life figured out like a cutie mark is. It's more the idea of like realizing that like your creative expression is this way, right? So Flair has a refired form because he realized his creative expression is not only making food and putting on tea parties, but specifically making food for others, right? That's like the whole thing.
Very Soma, now that I think about it.
Yeah,
Soma
very
and
Soma.
Senshi.
Very Soma.
Very Soma
Oh,
and
speaking of,
Senshi.
I started reading a manga. I'll mention in a second. I want to get
Ooh.
through this. I have to do Paper Demon. It's been half an hour. All right.
I know. I'm
the
sitting here with
refired form-
168 words, and I want to write the rest.
The refired form takes a lot of effort to maintain and can only be held for short periods of time. While in the refired state, T-Pets have access to magic, extra magic, that can aid in theirs and others' creativity. While in this form, T-Pets can communicate via telepathy, because otherwise they only talk in Animal Crossing speak.
If a gloss
Yes.
form T-Pet got cut in
Yes,
half,
they
yeah,
are
you
always
could
made
put
out
them
of
back
clay.
together.
Every form is made out of clay. It's like a magical glamour.
I had to remind
in a way.
myself, you're talking about gloss, not bisque form, but yeah, still
gloss
same
form.
applies.
Yeah, they're basically entirely made out of clay, golem style, but like very magical. You know what
That's
they
the
look
best way
like
to
on
think
the
about
inside.
it, like a golem.
Yeah. Their refired form can be based off a mythical, magical, or extinct creature/animal and have different colors, but still within the T-Pet color palette, the bisque form color palette. They also gain golden and or silver accents, and they can have other small aesthetic changes in addition to like additional feathers, horns, limbs, etc. You can see here Flair went from having like very rounded stuff. He gets the little extra tuft and the little pointed. And lastly, their refired form also has these star eyes instead of the dot eyes. Yeah, That's it.
It's
That's all the
interesting
lore.
because in mentioning if T-Pets turn evil, thinking about evil creativity, I'm immediately reminded of Standard Size with Remus.
Yeah.
The bad creativity.
Yeah, pastry puff. Yeah, because T-Pets are basically just like living creative energy, they can't really die.
Yeah, they just reform.
Yeah, it would probably be an experience,
Kintsugi
100%. I'm glad, Allie. I'm glad this helps. I'm excited to see Moo get a glossed form. Okay, I was going to mention as well, yes, I started reading a manga. I'm 2 chapters in, and I'm having a great time.
What manga are you reading?
It's called Phantom Busters, and it is shonen, and it's about, I don't know who I would call the main character yet, to be honest. I would say that the first character we're introduced to, he doesn't believe in ghosts because his grandmother, who did always believe in ghosts and talk about believing in ghosts, said that she would come visit him when she passed. She does pass, unfortunately, and he never gets visited. So he's like, she would have if it was real, and there's no other scientific evidence, so they're not real. Ghosts aren't real. And so, what the hell happened? He then goes to school, and he meets this very odd child, who is fucking gung-ho about ghosts and everything and all that. And basically, in a turn of events, we learn that he can eat them, and he is an exorcist from an exorcist family that exorcises ghosts by eating them. And
this sounds familiar. What did you call it?
It's called Phantom Busters. It's kind of new. There's only 3 volumes in existence.
Is it?
To my knowledge.
Oh! I think I've seen this character before.
Okay.
I've seen this character. One of the artists I follow did fan art of, I think, the black-haired guy.
Yeah, with his tongue out.
Yeah, that dude.
That's the guy who could do that. And so he eats the ghosts. Ooh, nice, Allie.
Ooh, and he's got Bisco energy.
He also has he's very classically like shonen anime coded. Like just shonen coded.
Seriously, Allie.
Very powerful.
I was about to say Okaroon.
But no, he gives season 1 Rin from Blue Exorcist vibes. That's who I keep associating with it. That's who I keep associating. So far, really fun dynamic right now. Then, and the last thing was, hello, MP, is the third character that has joined now. So, Exorcist guy can't see ghosts. He can only exorcise them, but he has to see them to exorcise them.
Ooh,
so he
that's
needs the help of somebody who can see ghosts, and when they have contact, he can then see the ghosts and thus exorcise them. They end up twist of fate, meeting this kid who can see ghosts, like, really well. Like, obviously plagued his whole life. Very classic, like, being plagued by it, right? Like, they bother him and all this sort of stuff. So he doesn't want anything to do with him. But, spoilers for chapter 2, okay? Basically...
It's so deep into the manga, how dare you?
Yeah, I know. So, we're still volume 1. But, so spoilers if you want to go completely blind besides my thing, but basically they're trying to recruit him into the club, right? The main 2 characters, they're already like, yeah, we're gonna do it, we're gonna exorcise ghosts, but they need the ghost seeing guy, right? And so they're like, join our club, and he's like, no. And they're like, what? And he's like, I'm joining the basketball club. And they're like, what? Why are you joining them? And they're like, do you even play basketball? And he's like, no, I just like Slam Dunk, which is a basketball manga that he's obsessed with. and he's really big into manga and specifically the slam. So he wants to live
that
the life.
anime has been around long enough that the authors can reference their own favorite manga.
It's great. It's great
in their own words.
It's fantastic. And so he's like really gung ho, but he doesn't play any sports at all. He never played any sports, so he's failing bad. And there's a whole thing, and basically, so he's like saying like, I want to be like Slam Dunk, and they're like, oh, the Exorcist character is from the middle of nowhere, so he's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the hell is that? And the other character is like, oh yeah, I know that. Never read it though. And so he gets really mad. The Gosuga, he's like, no, I hate when people. How dare you? You're terrible. Never talk to me again. So the two of them find out that the movie is airing still, just for today, and they make a whole big effort to go and see the movie.
Why does that sound like something we do and also have done?
Yeah, no. But so they go to see the movie so they can like know the thing, right? They want to relate to him. They want to be friends. And so they go through this Herculean effort to go see the movie, and then and he's failing to join the basketball team. And they come back and literally Exorcist guy comes in and is definitely just like quoting the movie, and he's having a great time. He's fucking living life, and very inspiring, to whatever they do, whatever. And they're literally like talking about, yeah, it was so cool. We loved the movie. It was great. We went and see it. And he was like, you guys saw it? And he literally, his whole thing is that he loves when people are like genuinely interested in his special interests, basically.
That's so cute.
Now. And I'm like dead. I'm like, this is all I want. This is such power friendship shit. Like, it's goofy. It's definitely like a comedy, there's it's definitely like, comedic. But I'm having a jolly old time.
Do you know how many volumes are currently out?
3. There's 3 volumes. The 4th one is coming out summer of next year, I think. So it is
that's
very
promising.
New. I'm probably going to ask for them for Christmas. I don't have a lot of things to ask for Christmas, so I'll probably ask for those for Christmas. And then,
these.
Yeah. All right, Federico, what's your fun fact?
Ooh, give us the fun fact.
I'm going to yell at all of you guys. If you have questions for art stuff, tell us now. I don't even remember what we were talking about on Tuesday.
Or comic stuff. Or plot stuff.
Character stuff.
Any stuff, really.
Stuff. What were we talking about on Tuesday that we kept going?
Tuesday, we were talking about the different types of characters and how to differentiate between them. Protagonists, second tier protagonists.
Yes, the tiers.
Supporting cast, side characters, background characters, extras.
Yes, the tiers.
Oh, reminder, how do T-Pets get their glossed form?
Just when they're an adult. Now they have access.
Etc.
They just have access once they become an adult.
They have access to it, but it's the one that needs concentration, right?
Yeah, it takes effort. The only one that doesn't take effort is the bisque form.
Because the bisque is the base. That's how you can think of it. Bisque equals base.
That's their true form.
Yes.
But yeah, basically they're an adult and now they have access.
When they come of a certain age.
I don't know what that means. I'm not dealing with years. Y'all get the picture. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to put numbers on it.
I've not heard of that one, etc.
Especially immortal creatures, not dealing.
I'm honestly super excited on the subject of manga. Ori tried to talk me out of it, but I bought the rest of the Witch Hat Atelier
If you count opposable thumbs, being able to speak and generally fit into general humanoid society, Mason, then yes.
Which is a pretty good power boost.
That is the reason for it.
You get a lot done with thumbs. Flair wouldn't be able to pursue his creative passion unless he had hands.
Yeah.
That's the big thing there. He wouldn't have been able to get his... Not his glazed form. Yes, his glazed form?
Gloss.
Gloss,
you're talking about the refired
No, not
form.
gloss.
He couldn't have a
refired, thank
form.
you.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't get his refired form if he didn't find what sparks his
Interesting,
creativity, which is
Federico.
food.
Yeah, exactly. He could not host his
So he
lovely
needed
tea
his
parties.
gloss form in order to be able to do that. So that's an interesting question. Can the re-fired form come before a glossed version,
I would
or
say
is
probably-
it always after?
I would say probably not. It has to be after.
I feel like it has to be after, because in order to do something creatively, God.
I mean, like, T-Pets can totally sing, in T-Pet language in, bisque form.
And if that's their jam,
yeah,
more power to them.
I would say that would be like I would say it's not like physically impossible. That would just be like a rarity, I think that's how I would put it. Where it's like, there's nothing stopping it.
KK Slider is the one T-Pet that got his refired form before his gloss.
Oh, a plaque. I see.
Amazing. Oh, that's cool, Federico. 40 years is crazy.
Yep.
I was watching a review of the new Snow White movie the other day. Don't ask. Whenever I'm commuting, whatever pops up on my feed, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm driving. I can't change it. So now I'm listening to a review of the new Snow White movie, I guess. And
Ooh,
I think
all right,
they said
Canadian
something
Lucifer.
about, like, this movie is, like, more than 60 years old. I was like, I don't like thinking about that.
See, the reason that one doesn't bother me is because I knew it was old, like, when we watched it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew,
but the passage of time still hurts.
I guess. For me, it's the stuff that is like, wow, this is like over 10 years old and you remember going to the movie theater for that one. It's like, oh.
Okay, well, the one I have for that, I was actually, what came on my commute today, I was listening to a lot of the Starfish Face as I was commuting today. She's the creator of Cast Off. Brilliant storyteller.
Big
Love
inspo.
her work.
Big inspo.
big inspo. And what video was I listening to? It was her Weeaboo Phase video.
Okay,
which honestly had me cracking up so much. But when she mentioned,
we'll get to your question.
What was it?
I'm not gonna forget.
When she mentioned watching the like the broken up anime videos in YouTube compilations, like the 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, and she said, so for those of you who grew up on streaming and don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like, I know what you're talking about. I was there.
Yep. Oh, that's.
Ow!
I watched a significant portion of Fairy Tail on YouTube. That is how I watched Fairy Tail.
I watched Sailor Moon originally on YouTube.
Okay.
That was technically my first.
Yeah, Sea
Actually,
Stars.
no, technically my first was Sword Art Online with my dad. What an experience that was. And I didn't know enough about anime at the time, so I couldn't explain anything to him.
So Mars, we have a question. You ready?
Ooh, what's our question?
The question is, how do you get over the shame of feeling too self-indulgent or cringe? As Canadian Lucifer says, that's the main reason they abandon their projects, and they really don't want to abandon this one, which is Hyacinths in Winter. I believe that's the name. I think I got that right. Which is with the lovely boy, Edric Sarcode.
Oh.
My man. I love him. Well, you should do it because I love him, Canadian Lucifer. So obviously it's no longer self-indulgent. Now you're appeasing me, art god.
But you should also do it because you love him.
Yes. And so how do you get over it being cringe, like feeling a cringe, feeling too self-indulgent? I guess the thing is,
that's an interesting thing. I feel like cringe is particular to different people. Like what I might consider to be not cringe, you might think, what are you talking about, Mars? That's so cringe. What are you doing? Like back in the day, I wrote a story about a guy whose anxiety was so bad, the only way he could calm down was doing math problems out loud.
We've brought this up a few times now, huh?
That's hella cringe. That was like one of the cringiest, tropiest things I could have written. It's an interesting line. You do that, Bass?
Oh, snap.
Hey, I'm telling you, inspiration comes from
The most
somewhere.
traumatizing
Sometimes it
word.
comes
I
from
love
real life.
Ooh, you don't. You just press into it like stretching.
Mm.
Uh,
That's one of the things about. I find if you enjoy writing about your character, like if the passion overrides the cringe,
well, but then
And
I feel
there's
like
also
the
a-
worry is that leads into the
confidence
concern
as
of the
well.
self-indulgent, right?
Mm.
And so what I'm gonna say is that what is doing art if not self-indulgent, right? Like you are
Well,
doing
that's
it
the thing
for
with
you
creating in general.
every
is
time.
you're doing it for you. You want
doing
it to
it for
exist.
other people, solely other people, makes you burn out. That's what all the artists say. Well, when I stopped drawing what I wanted and I only did what the algorithm said, right? When I
Yeah.
don't get to do what I
And
want
you
to
see
do.
that across all types of creation: art, writing, video making. Every creator says, like, as soon as I stopped catering towards other people is when I started enjoying my craft again.
Yeah.
And it's true. You got to do what you love. And Allie, would you say here is so true? I'm my own worst hater. You will be your own toughest critic. You really will. Because, and I know we've said in the past, you're going over your own writing or your own art or your own video several times. So you're picking up on these little mistakes or these little moments where you're like, oh, is that a bit much? Should I change that? I guarantee the recipient of your art is likely not thinking that.
I'm gonna say this. We all, maybe not everybody, but vast majority of people here know Ace Attorney. We all know Winston Payne. Winston Payne is the Ace Attorney character.
Now that's the epitome of cringe.
A terrible, cringy man. He is not a nice man. He's kind of misogynistic, definitely in his younger days. He's a wimp. He's not very likable. And yet, this man has fans.
That's
fans,
true.
multiple. Okay, I need to stress. I can't stress this enough.
What was
This
the word
man,
for it? The Paynatics? The Paynatics.
yeah, the Paynatics, the Winston Paynatics, coined by Penguin. Okay, if that man can have fanatics, people who go into comment sections to go, Winston Payne, oh my God. Okay,
Probably seek him out to
there is nothing
enjoy
you can do that is cringier. There's nothing you
Seriously.
can do that somebody won't like, right? It might not be hundreds of thousands of people, but that's fine. If you're doing it for you,
It doesn't have to be.
if you like it, sure, Federico, if you like it, then somebody else will like it. Because while we all love to say, oh, we're unique and everything, we're not. We're all people. Your experience is never 100% identical because math or something. But there is no way that you will be the only person to like things. People like a lot of horrible, objectively terrible things, and they are not the only one liking that. So, you gotta think about it mathematically. Now, when we're talking about the fan art thing, Allie, if it's holding you back, I'm gonna tell you there's two sides of the scale. I'm sorry, there's three. There's three sides of the scale. Two of them exist on like a scale, and the other one is out on its own. It doesn't touch the other two, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. The two on the sliding scale together depend on literally just the size of the thing you are making fan art of. If it is a small creator, or it is a small fandom even, right? You know, it might be like an official thing, but it is a small fandom. You could draw with your foot, and if the character is mildly recognizable, everybody will be happy. Like I cannot stress this enough that you could make the art with your eyes closed using your left, like your offhand pinky finger. And as long as it's like, oh, that marginally looks like the character, the creator's gonna love it, the the community's gonna love it because they don't have content if they're just a small fan art community, if they're just a small community. Or that creator's gonna say, wow, you thought about my character enough to put in literally any amount of effort in order to try and draw them. What you doing? What are we holding on for?
Guys, I will be right back. My car is going off in the driveway.
Oh, have fun. I'll keep yelling at them about this.
Why did it go off in the first?
The other side of that scale is this creator or this fandom is so big that very few people are gonna see it. And I know that may sound like a not so great thing to you. I post fan art of things that honestly most people in the fandom are not gonna see. It's basically you guys, right? I don't think she's gonna have to tow it enthuse, knock on wood. Don't jinx her. Where it's so big where it will just get lost in the sauce. And what I mean by that is that you should thus draw it anyway. Because there's no downside. You should make it because you want it, right? You should not be making fan art because you want fame and accolades. Like, unfortunately, you just shouldn't think about it that way. Yeah, exactly, Suki, exactly. And then you should just draw it for you, and even if you post it, it will likely just not have any consequence, and that's a good thing in this case, because it won't be cringe, because it won't be there. The third category, which is off in the distance, are the people you don't want to interact with. If you make fan content of something, and the creator, or the fandom, mostly the creator that I'm talking about, the creator hates it and yells at you about it and calls you cringe and makes fun of you, they suck. Fuck them. They don't deserve your love or your admiration of their work. They're a bitch, and you've learned. Move on, and you know whether you feel about that character still and you want to keep drawing, that's fine. But they are bad people if they do that. That is objective. If a creator is going to make fun of you and your art for making fan content of them, that's a terrible person, and we don't want to associate with them. It's been gold. Okay. I don't know who's in that. But, yeah. So, make all the thing. Canadian Lucifer, literally, art is to be made for you. Mars and I make Outcast for us. The fact that literally any of you are here right now and have
returned
any amount of knowledge and theorizing makes our day. But, and this is not, remember, no offense, we love having you. But if none of you were here right now reading Outcast in any way, we would still be making Outcast.
We'd still be making
because
it.
we want the thing
we want it to exist.
And I don't care. People have, we've had negative comments, quote unquote, in, stuff, and they've, said marginally mean things, and I delete them, because fuck it. It's my space,
I think
it's
the
my
people
piece.
Leaving those comments would benefit from reading this story.
Yeah. Very deserving
that's
wins.
their choice.
Yeah, exactly. They should lose any type of fandom, 100%. All right, let me read this poem from Federico.
And I'm cold again.
Kill the fear that locks the animal, clean the body, because you are inside of it. If you're looking for freedom, don't go by outside. Mammoth of 100 names, be born now. There you go.
Ooh.
What about Ace Tooney itself? Ace Tooney exists because Ace Tooney exists in the level that it does. Literally, I started doing everything for me. This is not a joke. We started streaming, period, because I did want the comic to have a fighting chance to gain any amount of thing. But I specifically was like, I'm doing it with Mars because I will not have fun streaming by myself easily with nobody watching. At least if Mars is there, we can bounce off each other. And if we don't have a chat, or it's a slow night, or people are just trying to lurk, we can still bounce off each other and have a good time. And so it's literally, stream literally started at Ori and Mars hangout time, but we made it live stream. Literally what it was. Then
That
it
was
was
the only difference.
you couldn't make it or something, and it was like one of my first streams
I started
alone.
night classes.
Yeah, and you
I
were
started
late
night
or
classes. I
something.
was gonna be an hour late to
And it was
one
like
of
one
the
of my first streams
streams.
alone, and I couldn't like do it on my own. So it's like, all right, we're playing a game. And I was like, I'm gonna play Wondersong again. I know Mars, you had like mentioned it to me recently that you had never played it and you never watched anyone play it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna start it. So that you came in, and that's what we started doing. And we were just having a goofy time.
And then we started voice acting for Wondersong too.
Completely unprompted, ended up like watching the stream and literally being like, I want to voice the pirate. Can I come do voices too? And it was like, fuck yeah, Dylan, come on. Like, yeah, don't gotta ask me twice. And it was literally just the three of us having a fun time with you guys, the audience, right? And then the reason we started Ace Attorney was I always wanted to play Ace Attorney. And especially having Dylan, who was, at the time studying to be a lawyer, now being a lawyer, I thought that was the perfect thing to do. It'd be really fun. We could still do the voice acting.
It was a good
it was great.
And we could drop some little knowledge bombs here and there.
Yeah, and exactly, that would be the fun thing. The reason that it has edited series now is literally because I do not watch streams. I do not watch VODs. I can't do it.
Not a lot
I've
of people
tried.
do.
I just can't do it.
It's tough.
And
I'm glad you think so, Federico. We have worked hard to cultivate a nice place.
But yeah, the videos are for me.
We worked very hard.
So that I could remember and experience the fun times that we had. That's literally why. I don't want to forget that. That is important time with my friends and my fiance to me, right? So it's like, I don't want to forget that. I want to have all this jokes in my head. And so the videos were a way for me to be able to archive everything. And then the redirects literally became, because it was like, wow, shit, this is a lot of fucking content. I want all of the jokes together at once. I know Dylan and I watch the redirects again and again. I think Mars has multiple times. It's fun to be able to get to experience that.
I love watching the redirects. I watch each episode that comes out.
Yeah. I
want to see the edits Ori adds. I want to see like, ooh, what did we sound like during this part? Like, ooh, when were our minds blown? I remember this happening. I want to relive it. That moment.
That means a lot to us, guys. We love having you guys here. It like I said, that is how it started. That is how I refuse. I really do, especially because this is not any of our jobs. We're not trying to make this any of our jobs. I basically refuse.
I already have a job. Please and thank you. That's more than fine.
But yeah, I refuse to do anything.
But I'm more than fine with having a jobby. A jobby is great.
I refuse to do anything for Ace Tooney, the comic, anything that I don't find enjoyment out of overall. Right? If there is a section of this that for some reason I stopped enjoying, and now that's not to say, like, obviously there are aspects that I wish I didn't have to do. Like, I do wish that I could only do certain parts of video editing and not the whole thing.
We do know that social media uploading sucks.
I absolutely hate doing that. And thus, I usually don't do it, if you guys couldn't tell. I usually don't do it because I don't want to. And the only benefit of doing social media is to gain more eyes on our stuff, which I do want, but I usually don't want it more than I want to not have to do it. So, yeah. But yeah. That's why all the other series come about. Eventually y'all all get to see the Pass to Smash videos. Those I literally edited because I was like, I want to be reminded how unhinged I am. This would probably be funny. I can't remember. It like came up somehow. I was like, wow, I think I must be really unhinged. And I was just like, yeah, I want to experience that, and I want to see what kind of content we get out of it. All the Ace Art Tourney stuff literally has occurred because I wanted to do that, right? That's something I wanted to do. This, like, new every 100 subscriber milestone thing is literally because, like, I kind of have a goal. I want to draw every Ace Attorney character once. I think that's a fun idea. I like character design in Ace Attorney. Even the ones that are ugly, it still is an interesting
I mean, that's why we
test.
have Pass to Smash.
Yep. But so I really would say that if you're just
get some
trying
good
to
leftovers,
do
Bass.
something as a hobby, you're literally always doing it for you, right? And I don't think, I think this is a very important distinction. I don't think having the desire for your hobby to make money makes it suddenly not a hobby. I'm curious how I would do it, Bass. Yeah, I am curious how I would do it. I also can draw him however I want, like being hit by a car door, as we've talked about, so.
That would make him a Smash.
It would make him certainly smashed.
That totally counts.
Yes, that is so real, Canadian Lucifer. I don't hate every
Ooh.
part of the video making process, but definitely the 2 tedious parts. But the rest of it is worth it. And thus,
That feels like the overall
that's why I
vibe when
do
it
it.
comes to creation in general is like the process can
a
be
thick
hell,
book. Yeah.
but it's so worth it when you get to the end. And again,
I'm
as
so
long as
glad we
the
like to
positives
read
outweigh any negatives, it's worth it.
But yeah, I think a lot of people sometimes will be like, "Oh, are you really doing X for fun if you like make money off of it?" And it's like, yes.
I would still argue yes.
Like I don't know why there's ever the question why the answer would be no. Like, as long as you're still mainly having fun, you know, then you're still having fun. But just because that fun involves, like, going to, you know, anime conventions and selling at artist alleys where you make money doesn't suddenly mean that this is not a viable hobby anymore. You know, like, it makes no sense. Like, I like to bake. I really enjoy baking. I really don't bake a lot. And if I'm being honest, the main reason is because I can't eat all the stuff I make. I make, everything makes too much. I don't want a whole cake. I want a couple pieces of cake. In college.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I got something to say, Canadian Lucifer, but finish your story first.
in college, I would bake once a week because I knew that I could give it away. That's why Flair's Flair's got a lot of me in him, being completely honest. Flair's a lot of me in Flair overall. I do get to eat my creations
You thought you
usually.
were Flair. No, Flair is actually Ori.
Flair's Ori, Milano's Ori. Yeah, you know, it is what happens. Life happens. See how self-indulgent it is, guys?
It really is.
So, there you go. There's
Sinet's got a little bit of me. Hotson's got a little bit of me.
Mm-hmm.
Barrick's got a little bit of me. You put yourself into every character, honestly.
I would say you would be hard-pressed to find a piece of work, an artistic work, that does not reflect the artist. Say your thing.
Because what does art come from? Art comes from experiences. Any kind of art. Writing, drawing.
It really is, Allie.
And any avenue always comes from like your own lived experiences, because that's what you're relying on to create your art. So of course there's going to be a little bit of you in there, especially based off the things you like, the kind of stories you like to tell. It's inevitable. Yes, there is, Allie.
But answer Canadian Lucifer.
A job you like is the dream. Absolutely, you want to have a job you like. But you don't always want to turn your dream into the job. Because that can be a very quick way to lose the passion when suddenly you have more deadlines to meet. Now it's an obligation. It's not
there you
a
go.
want
That's the ticket
anymore.
word.
That's tricky. That's tricky. And that it's a balance that all creators have to find. I personally, and I know Ori feels this way too, we would not want this as our job.
No.
Because if I had to do this making money, like constantly, I think I would quickly burn out. And I know I have burnt out in the past. I know Ori burnt out in the past as well. And those were moments where we had to like kind of step back a little bit and be like, okay, how do we redo this where we're not burning out?
My main thing is the fact that we do not live in a world where you get to do, where no matter what job it is, even a job of a thing you like doing, you do not get to do what you want for that job. That world does not currently exist anymore. And what I mean by that is the fact that if we were to make the YouTube our job, suddenly I have to care about analytics. Suddenly I have to care if the video does well. Suddenly I have to care how other people are perceiving my art.
Suddenly you have to keep track, like, okay, did people like the edits in this one more? What was it about this video that they liked over that one?
Suddenly there's more stuff I have to care about, and I have to make sure that that remains, because if I don't have that, if I was to make, say, commissions my job, right? Now I have to spend the vast majority of my time drawing art that is not for me. I have to draw what somebody else wants, right? I have to spend all my time doing art what somebody else wants. Think about it in literally any profession. As a chef, you very rarely go into it, you know, you love cooking, you have to make what the restaurant makes, what the kitchen makes, what your, you know, client wants. And I think that's the main thing. There is not a creative field that I can think about. And so I'm very much in, when I had the job I had previously, I was in sales, okay? I was in sales for trees. I sold tree work. That was my job. I hated it. I am not a salesperson. Never, ever, ever again. But the way my father viewed it was that as a career. There was upward movement. Sales reps in that company could become managers. Managers of the office could become managers of a region. Managers of a region could become, you know, even bigger than that. There was distinct upward movement, classic movement through a company style. I hated that job. There was no way I was going to stick around. I then was unemployed for a bit. And, you know, my dad was always like, what do you want to do? Gotcha. And it's very like, literally anything that allows me to go home at the end of the day and not have to do work anymore. I like trees. I love trees. I went into trees because I love trees.
It's nice to have a job that doesn't take from you creatively so that you still have it after.
But I was literally like,
for all your hobbies.
I was ready to do a desk job because I knew that working for like a town, you know, a municipality of some sort would allow me to have set vacation days, no working, you know, didn't have to do overtime, all this sort of stuff. That was what I wanted, and I didn't care what it did. I don't want a career. I want a job that allows me to do my hobbies on the side. I'm very lucky and I'm very thankful that I have that job now. And I also enjoy my job. My father always talks about feeling fulfilled from your job. He's you know, he's late.
And that's
boomer,
a very of the generation thing.
Early X. And it really is that, like, your job is your fulfillment. And I'm very much of the act, no. I don't want my job to be my fulfillment.
My job keeps a house over my head, a roof over my head, and my fridge filled with food.
My job is to do...
That's what my job does.
Yep. And, you know, it does...
Maybe
my job does contribute to society.
Directly with the public and stuff like that, because that's the route I decided to go. But
my job contributes to society. I'm very thankful to say that.
It's a little different. Cat, no
heater. You know, not all jobs do, but...
Oh God, I'm gonna end up with cooked cat if she
that's
gets
not the goal.
Heater.
Exactly, Federico. Trees are fantastic. Trees are lovely. And the reason I'm like, when you see a lot of content creators,
Majestic things take time, Federico.
when you see a lot of content creators that have tons of YouTube channels or something, it's usually because they want to do stuff in addition to their normal YouTube, content, but you kind of have to have
Sally.
a separate thing.
The job
the job
contributes
contributes to my Blurbo
obsession.
obsession. And I literally...
Because the job gives you the money to buy the art pad you want, and then you can draw the Blurbo. That's the goal.
Exactly. My sales job that I hated allowed me to pay off my student debt and have the computer and tablet that I have. I was gonna say, I had something I was trying to say and then I brain farted. No, I think it's gone. I don't remember what it was. Point being,
I was gonna say, thinking about
admire
my job and thinking how it's contributed to me as a writer is now I get to meet all kinds of people in my community from all different walks of life. And not to say I didn't have any experiences before. Like, I did go away to college and I did meet people of different backgrounds there. But there's a much more noticeable difference now. And, it just opens your eyes and makes you appreciate your community around you. And I think a lot of that, when I get to writing that part eventually, will subconsciously make its way into the writing.
Exactly.
How could it not? How could it not? Yes, that's what I did at my old retail job. That's how I made it through my shifts.
That's what I do with my current job.
Be like, I'm in hell. Let's think about Hodson instead. Let's think about all the ways I could make this man fuck up. That's less
I think
painful.
the best thing you could do is, and I know it's not 100% possible all the time because some jobs you really got to be turned on for 100% of the time. But if you are in a job and you have like a break or you have whatever, having a way to facilitate getting to do the thing that you like doing, right? If you crochet, you take that to work and then you do that during your break time. Like if Mars has a tiny little buffer of travel time or she has a break in between clients, she's writing stuff on her notepad and her phone, she's doing whatever. I sit around at job sites waiting for people to dig holes or plant trees, which involves digging holes apparently, I guess. So digging holes, it's always digging holes. That's not true. Sometimes they prune trees, but not that kind of thing.
That's
Allie.
so nice.
If you're a machine operator, I hope you're not spacing out. I'm sorry, but a lot of jobs have downtime. At least you have a break.
Not just fuck penguin.
And I think that's beautiful.
To be fair, leprechaun ate you.
Oh no!
That
Call
man
me
can
out.
fuck.
Yeah, dig the hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
Diggy, diggy hole. This is what I'm saying. Embrace the cringe. Embrace it.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm saying is that
I think you reach a point in life where you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to enjoy what I enjoy, and if other people enjoy what I enjoy, I've found my
I guess
people.
my question would be is, why would this being self-indulgent ever be a bad thing?
And I'm
You know
also
what I'm saying?
wondering, like, for you, what constitutes as cringe?
It sounds like fear of being cringe is how I was interpreting it. That you don't think it's cringe, but it's fear of being cringe. I'm gonna tell you, Canadian Lucifer, we fucking love it in here. I will draw your man again if I have to force you to do this thing.
Ooh, or he's pulling out the big guns.
Please do this thing.
Exactly, Bass. Like, if you're going to write about the human experience, you kind of need some human experiences under your belt.
Mm-hmm. That is the one thing I am very thankful for social media about. it does allow you to interact with a lot of people that you may not have ever gotten to interact with, even if you're out and about, you know, because demographics and stuff.
Let's see.
I
have written 265 words.
I'm nearly done with the lines. And honestly, I think this is the most intense
going
one.
Very slow.
I think this is the most intense one.
But that's okay.
So I think I can manage after that.
I swear to God, I feel like I'm looking at Sailor Moon's wand. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, I know.
But that zoom in really did look like a Sailor Moon's wand.
All right. Lines,
Okay.
check. Now
My
it's time
cat
for
has
color.
finally stopped being a brat and is now sleeping. Yay.
Yay.
I understand her need to be warm, but Dum Dum was literally crawling into the heater earlier.
No, how horrible.
I know.
Extra evil. The threats.
Ah! Allie, have mercy! So going to Paper Demon real quick.
Yep.
I just found out something interesting about mycelia. Her bioluminescence reacts to water by gaining a charred look with glowing mycelium patterning. Blah. So she's going to be on a little T-boat. So I could play around with some bioluminescence. This is going to be fun.
I need items. Ori, items.
Yeah, that's another way, Suki. This is why they always say writers have the weirdest ass search history.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of things we gotta know to make a story sound good. And, you know, not everyone has access to an immediate community where they can ask questions, they can interact.
It's
so
also like,
you might seek an online community, or maybe like get some ideas from, say, like someone's discussion on Reddit, something like that.
I think about it
I feel like knowing anything about your topic is better than going in knowing nothing.
100%. I think
Like,
about
even
it
if
as
it's
like
just a little something.
There are so many
She
different
goes
kinds.
if you shake her. Oh goodness, on a bobbing teapot, she's gonna be glowing.
So little
My
glow
goodness.
stick baby. Why am I
Little
doing
glow
this?
stick
Why am I
baby in
doing
a
the dumb thing?
teapot.
Ori, you made solid lines. Stop doing the dumb thing. There we go. Okay, I want this, and then we want yellows. Nope, I don't want that anymore. And then
Or
I
are those
want
the tiny
some
little stickers
pinks.
that you can misplace so easily and or get stuck to everything
Nope, I need
and then lose their stickiness the more and more you try to reposition them? Those stickers, Canadian Lucifer?
I feel like Mars is speaking from horrific experience.
Yes!
I
Oh,
don't have
Canadian
this
Lucifer
issue.
also says, yes!
Get good, scrubs. That's what I have to say.
Exactly, Bass. You know, this is what you do. You start out writing what you know, and then you research more. And you know what? You know another good way of getting that research, getting that experience? If you're an introvert, you know you don't like talking to people, you can read other books.
Or, like I said, one thing great about social media
Or if you're going
is
into
finding people that have those
webcomics,
experiences talking
read
about it.
other webcomics. Get ideas from that. See what other people are doing so you can make yours successful.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'd love to know their rationale behind Toilet Seat for Alligator. I still think that's one of the saddest new gen designs.
I don't wanna think about it.
That's still one of the saddest new gen designs in my opinion. I hate it.
I'm just glad I don't play the Legends games. And I probably won't get for
I was
alligator.
going to
Whatever
play
the
this
next
legend
mainline
game,
one
and
is.
now I'm just kind of like, eh.
Study immunology soon. Canadian Lucifer, your world, your
Canadian
lore
Lucifer,
building has been beautiful.
It's been really good. Yeah, if you're a writer,
How you
your
thought
Google
about
search history thinks
having a
you're
cape.
jack of all trades, master of none.
But better than being a master of one.
Mega Starmie is bad. I guess
I'm
I don't
okay.
hate that one that much because I'm like, what the hell were you going to do with Starmie to make it cool? Like,
I'm fine.
I don't know. That one doesn't offend me as much. Where I'm like, with Feraligatr, you could have done literally anything else.
Mega Starmie doesn't bother
That's
me.
what pisses me off is the lost potential. Mega
Boring
Starmie
is
is
whatever.
bad, but I don't see it as a missed opportunity.
For me, Mega Feraligatr only pisses me off because the better option is right there with the same exact premise. Why did it have to flip all the way up?
I've seen it
That's
in
it.
motion, Bess. I
That's
have.
That's my only like actual issue. Why?
It just cracks me up.
Oh, you didn't.
Just
okay.
why? Tell me why.
Ain't
Why,
nothing but a
why?
heartbreak.
Favorite Mega Evolution from ZA. Okay, I gotta remind myself of the ZA
No
Mega
idea.
Evolutions. ZA Mega Evolutions minus AI. Because fuck you.
Okay.
Alright.
Oranges, they get lighter in this area, and then they get darker again.
I forgot Mega Meganium was a thing. I don't know how to feel about that, because Chikorita was my boy in Soul Silver, and I still love Chikorita. Literally, the only reason I picked Chikorita was because they were running the Soul Silver Heart Gold commercial all the time on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. And I specifically remember this one commercial with the little boy playing... Well, that's not AI, Mason. That's Al. That's AL. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. The boy in the commercial. They ran the same commercial all the damn time. It's like ingrained in my brain. But every time that commercial started, it always began with this kid playing on his DS and going, "Oh man, not my Chikorita!" For whatever reason, as soon as I heard and saw that, I was like, I want Chikorita. I want to be the boy in the commercial. I want to be the boy trying to figure out how to win this battle and overcoming the odds.
I want to be
And lo and behold,
the very
I got
best.
Soul Silver. I actually got it, not pre-order, but my dad did take me, I think it was 2 nights after release day, because at that time I was into Pokemon. My friend had gotten me into it through Pearl. So I was actually excited for Soul Silver to come out. My dad actually took me.
No,
I think I bought it with my own money, maybe? Question mark. But as soon as I got home, I was like, Chikorita, Chikorita, give me Chikorita. And then lo and behold, as soon as my Chikorita faded in game, I said out loud, "Oh man,
Damn,
not my
Lucifer.
Chikorita."
They named their Typhlosion Chikorita.
Oh. Abandon the Chikorita. I'll take it off his hands, Canadian Lucifer. Give me all the unwanted Chikoritas. Give me my little dinosaur. That's my boy. I nicknamed my first Chikorita Littlefoot. Because how could I not? It's a cute little dinosaur. Have I ever boxed a starter?
No.
I don't think so. I've restarted a game when I didn't like my starter. Like, I started with Tepig in Gen 5. And then he evolved, and I was like,
Ew.
ooh, I don't want that. And then I think I chose... did I choose Snivy or Oshawott? No, Snivy was on a Nuzlocke playthrough. I chose Oshawott after that.
Favorite
so Oshawott
grass
was
starter?
the one I completed Black 2 with.
I do love Snivy. I also like
Ooh, the Emboar Mega isn't bad.
Decidueye. Probably Decidueye over
Decidueye
Snivy.
is good.
But those were the 2 grass types I ever did. I honestly do. I kind of rotate a fair amount. Oh, I believe...
I can't really think of any starter I outright hate. I'm trying to think.
No, see, I did Blaziken for that one. Right? That's Trico's with
I did
Blaziken.
Mudkip.
Yeah, I did Squirtle. Gen 2 is... Oh,
Yes, you could return
for
thy
alligator.
ears.
I did Squirtle, then for alligator. I did a lot of waters now I'm thinking about it. Squirtle for alligator, Blaziken.
You did Piplup, right?
Yeah, Piplup.
Yeah, Piplup was mine too.
And then 5th gen. 5th gen is Greninja, right? So I did Snivy.
5th gen is Greninja,
Snivy.
Delphox, and Decidueye.
No.
No?
Snivy
Did you say
came
6th
first.
or 7th? Oh, you said 5th gen?
5th gen, yeah. 5th gen
Oh,
is Snivy,
Oshawott,
Tepig,
Tepig.
and- yeah, so I did Snivy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Sorry,
6th
I skipped
gen,
a generation.
I did Delphox first, I think, and Decidueye second. What was Primarina?
Primarina was Gen 7.
Okay.
You had I think it was Celio, Litten, and no, not
It was
Chespin.
Chespin.
No.
Yeah.
Chespin? Yes,
Chespin.
Chespin.
Yeah, so I did
No, Gen
Primarina.
6 is Chespin. Decidueye is
7th?
7.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is then.
Right, because in Gen 6 they did it based off of classic RPGs, Mage.
Yeah, Mage Archer,
Is
Mage
Mage
Ranger,
Fighter and Ranger, thank you. No,
and
not
Ninja,
Ranger.
Rogue.
Ninja, Rogue, thank you. Not Chespin.
Yeah, there we go.
This is the problem. Ironically, with the newer gens, my memory becomes fuzzier. They're just not as core memories for me.
Which one? And then it's Score Bunny, and what are the other ones?
Scorbunny, Grookey,
And Swaddle, the sad one.
Sobble.
Who did I do for that one?
I feel like you would have picked Scorbunny.
I think I picked Score Bunny. I think I had to pick Score Bunny. I definitely didn't go Grookey. Sobble's, though, final evolution is interesting, right?
Sobble's got like that secret agent spy.
Yeah, Inteleon.
aesthetic.
Inteleon.
Inteleon, that's it.
Oh, I can't remember who I did. It definitely wasn't the grass one, though. I did not Grookey.
And then the next one is Sprigatito, Fuecoco.
Yeah, and
who the hell is the water one? Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxly.
oh, Quaxly, yeah.
Quaxly.
I think I'm gonna have to do that one. Just because I'm saddened by the fire starter.
I don't hate Sprigatito's final. I do wish he stayed on all fours. Just give me a big cat, guys. That's all I want.
And it still helps. Skeletor, yeah. Skeletor hurts me really bad. That's why I'd have to go with the water one. because I'm really I had so much hope for Fuecoco when we just had like the first evolutions out. I was like, I'm totally going Fuecoco, obviously, and then it was like, oh no, you're sad. Oh no, I don't like you. Uh-oh.
That's how I felt about Tepig's evolution. I was like, oh, now I'm sad and I don't want to use you anymore.
Yeah. For the starter, for me, it's all aesthetics. I'm not trying to do...
I can't box you because that'll make the pixels feel sad, so I'm just gonna erase my game. Now this universe doesn't exist anymore. Quackavale, that was it.
Yeah.
That one wasn't too bad.
Isn't it Quackaval? Like Carnival?
Quackavale? Oh, did I do Quackavale?
Yeah.
Quackavale.
America. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's stuff I had wanted to say on Tuesday that I couldn't say, because I know that was a big topic we were just going on and on about.
That was a massive topic.
All right.
And certainly there's more to talk about there.
I like a tweet. Wait, what are we talking about?
What are you checking, Allie?
Oh, what we were talking about? No, it was more just if you guys have more questions. I know it was about character design. I don't know what my train of thought exactly was. The point I do want to drive home, we seem very like we thought of everything beforehand.
God, no.
We don't.
God, no.
Like, I
We're
really
flying by
need
the
to
seat of our
stress
pants right now.
I really need to stress how little we planned out and how a lot of it just kind of fell into place. Like, I really want to stress that. It's important to me. Whoops. When I'm talking about, like, all of these cool representation things, I think they're all connected. I hate designing characters, like how when you watch... I've watched a ton of, like, how to design a character videos, right? I've watched a ton of them because I'm interested in character design. And when I have tried to... A lot of these people who are, like, professional character designers will show you their method of going about designing characters. I hate doing it. I've tried doing it. I hate doing it that way. It's unfun for me. I'm very set in my ways, so it's just like, nope, I already know what I want. We don't need to do this roundabout, you know, over and over again if I already like the one. So I don't do it that way. And I literally kind of vibe and then go, yeah, that's it. That feels right. And then, honestly, other stuff is built off of that. Or we come up with explanations later that might have been subconscious or might have just been luck.
Mason.
Yeah, I 100% start on... I don't know if we got through outfit design, Allie, but I was talking about it in the Discord as well.
I mean, we did discuss that on Tuesday.
Okay, I think I just did it in the Discord then. I would say...
Yeah, we definitely didn't talk outfits on Tuesday.
The biggest thing for outfit design is functionality. I did say this in the Discord, where it was about you get the design down, and then draw your character getting ready in the morning. I literally did this with Hotsun. Hotsun had a fair amount of outfit design for functionality purposes, and so he literally, like, I designed it, and then I was like, all right, I need to see how he would put this on. And so he wears certain things, and he feels about certain things in certain ways, and that all matters. A character doesn't... We literally did a whole recent thing where we gave Sinnett more lore around an outfit that has a little outfit design to it. That is literally his conflictions on the outfit are like part of the lore, basically. How they feel about the outfit and having to wear it. That was a big part of the lore. And the functionality of it. Oh, Canadian Lucifer has a question? What is Canadian Lucifer's question? Did I miss it?
Oh.
Favorite
give us
character
your
design
question.
trope. Favorite character design
Ooh.
trope.
A design trope.
I guess I lean really heavily into the every character has a color. I think it's just so useful, and I don't think it has to be super blatant. Like, our in High School Host Club, every character is associated with a specific rose color, and that actually leans into, like, flower language and everything. Which is really fun, but it's not, like, blatantly obvious in their character design. That is more like a side thing, but it allows, like, roses of different colors to show up and, like, represent stuff and, like, you know, be storytelling and foreshadowing and all these interesting things. And so you can tell in Outcast, all the characters have their own color. And that is indeed very important to me.
Oh, Mason has a question. The strategy for planning out the story. So, I always teeter between the idea of some things need to be planned, and then others can fall into place if you've done the planning correctly. I always think of it this way, is that every story out there has its main plot beats. Taking Outcast for an example, in the very first few chapters, the plot beats there were Hotsun gets a ship. Hotsun gets stranded on the island. Hotsun meets Milano. Now, obviously, when you read the comic, there's a lot more going into that. It's not just those plot beats, there's little connective tissue in between it. So for example, we were able to get some other stuff done there. Like during Hotsun getting the ship, we could show how does this world function? How do the dynamics between the different people in this society work? How do people respond and react to Hotsun when he goes to buy a ship? How is he treated when he goes to buy a ship? We're able to lay some groundwork for showing his relationship with his father by his father gifting him the journal before he leaves. Now, were those story beats planned? Not
so long, Mason.
originally. The beats came first. The core things that need to happen were planned. So you get those out and then you return to it and you go, okay, how am I going to get from point A to point B? I got the points on my map. What are the little stepping stones I need to get there? So that's when you start thinking about the deeper journey. Is okay, this little element here, this is where we're going to explore that. Okay, this little element here, oh, I need to add this in. This would be the perfect spot to add that in. And you just kind of work in this connective tissue, which I will be honest is made easy for me because Ori and I talk about Outcast all the time. So there's always these little ideas of, oh, eventually we're going to have to get this point into one of the storylines. Oh, eventually we're going to have to make this information known to the audience. Okay, put a little note in my mind that I gotta work that into one of the scripts when it's appropriate. So it's interesting. It's both planned and unplanned, and I will say in the way we've structured our story, there are some elements that just really worked out and fell into place. And I think that does come from how well those initial story beats are planned out and how
will we know the characters
per se. Well, also how well we know the characters, but I would say we're pretty consistent in how specific we are with, like, okay, this needs to happen here, then this needs to happen here. Ori and I actually had a whole business meeting going over a timeline of events, and I actually think this is super helpful. If you have a plot-driven story where you're trying to keep all these machinations in your world on track. You're trying to keep track of the character's personal journey alongside the journey of the world, the development of the world. Have a timeline of when these things are going to happen. Because one of the character's actions is going to inform what happens to the world, or something that happens to the world is going to impact the character's actions and how they respond to that. And having all of that in a visual setup that you can see makes the whole process a lot easier. Like now that we have that timeline, I know exactly what I need to write. Do I necessarily know what everyone's going to say like right now in this moment? No, not yet. But when I go to sit down and write the script down, I'm like, oh, okay, this story B is about to happen. All right, let me brainstorm some ideas of how this situation is going to play out so we get to the next point. How would this naturally flow from one point to the other? Oh, you had a question too, Bass?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, chat is going fast tonight. Was it about the outfit design? I know the outfit design, I know the colors, but I don't know what permutation of colors with the parts of the outfit.
we
Was that your
mean
question? Or did I skip around?
no,
It
I
gets
think
more
that
than
has
just
to
a
be
ship
it.
if the fan art is anything to go by. I mean, okay. Anything Milano Hotson related is outside of canon. These boys have too much
Okay.
baggage. They're not dating anybody.
So Bass, I'm gonna try and like reword your question to make sure I understand what is being asked. My understanding is you're asking like, all right, we have a character, I've made their main color blue. They can't be all blue. Now what? Is that what you're asking?
Real quick while Bass responds to that,
Mhm.
Pastry Puff, that's a perfect example. And that's why I like Peeper Demon so much. They are very good at giving prompts that outline story beats. If you
Allie.
want to see what a story beat looks like, just look at the prompts on Paper Demon because they outline what the goal is, but they don't tell
Yeah.
you how to get there.
It's
That's up to you.
yeah. It's all in the middle.
Ah, Bass says yes.
Okay.
That was the
So
question.
no, yes was to your thing. That was the question. Yeah.
Oh,
You know the parts of their outfit, the shoes, the pants, the sort of, and like the
I got
core
very
colors to
confused.
that theme. Uh-huh. The question is then now what? Color is hard for me to talk about, but I'll do my best. Not because I'm bad at it, because that's one of the things like trees where it's like a core part of my existence.
That too, Suki. What you're talking about there is
Okay.
consistency throughout your writing. Like once you make a rule, unless the purpose later on is to break that rule, you should stick by that rule. That's one of those big things because Outcast is full of foreshadowing. We actually have a lot of foreshadowing panels, a lot of foreshadowing dialogue. And these are all little pieces of information that need to be remembered for later on so that they can build to something bigger, something interesting, something important. But it won't feel nearly as,
Hello,
impactful
otters.
unless I remember that
Otter.
those pieces are there.
They are
Hi,
adorable.
otters.
I've been being fed a lot of baby otter content recently, and it is incredible.
Oh.
But assigning
I've been getting some baby hippos on my feed. And
the
so damn
colors to
cute.
things. All right, assigning the colors to things. That's the
That's the
question.
goal.
How do I go about it? I don't think a character I've designed recently. For me, it's usually fairly easy best because I make a lot of characters that are inspired by animals or things specifically, so I do have a fairly easy like base.
Oh, you're Percy.
Ah, hi Percy.
Okay.
How are you? YouTube's being a butt these days, so that's why it can be annoying. What is happening?
Such is life.
Such is life, indeed. There we go.
Oh, that's super fun pastry.
I'm trying to think of how I would put it into words because if I'm gonna be honest, Bess, my internal brain is like, you just put the colors on the thing until it feels right.
I mean, that could certainly be a strategy. There's a lot of iterations that characters go through before they reach their final form.
I'm just trying to think of a way to put like
changes.
What does feel right mean into some sort of practice. Because I also feel like again, not trying to be like, oh, Ori's special or anything, but like a lot of artists will get in their own head. I feel like I don't do that so much. I feel like I'm quote unquote very decisive of a person overall. I am not an indecisive person. So, you know, Allie's over here constantly redesigning, you know, a character because she doesn't feel happy with it. And a lot of people experience it. I don't. So when I try to relate to that, I try to be like, this is like sometimes you just gotta stop.
Hey, that's a win if you could get your parents into the thing you like, Percy.
Oh, that's the best thing to do.
I have to remind myself to call you Percy.
The
when
thing
I see
I would
otters.
think, Bass, kind of hard to character filmmaking. That is so Bass. What I would recommend with that, if your sole thing is colors in the end, right? If you find a character creator, it would have to be a 2D one. Makes it easier. You can do it with 3D. Dylan does do a lot of editing. You can do it with 3D, but 2D makes it easier. If you get one that is 2D from like Picrew or something, you can then take the image and put it in any basic art program. Krita is free. You do have to download it, but that's actually like one a lot of like artists use. I never use MS Paint. I would say you want something with layers, but like it doesn't have to be robust. You can do like Fire Alpaca, Medibang, you know, whatever. Literally just something where you can use a bucket tool and then bucket them. And then bucket them to just sort of see what happens, basically. And futz around. I've never used Blender as an art program, and I've barely used Blender to make 3D stuff, so I'll take your word for it, Suki. But that's my biggest recommend, Bass, because then you can start actually visualizing the colors. I will also say something very helpful is going back to thumbnails. I don't think I would have to say you need artistic, you know, skills to do the level of thumbnails I'm talking about. I will give an example after I actually save this, which I have yet to do, so let's do that. Gratitude Harbor. Done. Alright. Really, really quick. That's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. You can literally take... So I'm gonna take Milano as an example because he's my boy and I love him and he's easy to doodle. So I'm just sketching in a gray right now. So Milano, right? So we have his head. We have his body. His body has... How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do it like this. We're gonna make him a little more of a stick figure, right? He's got his body. He's got his tail. His scales. These are important because they're blocks of color. And then it has his hair. I'm literally not making any attempt at artistic... There you go. Beautiful. Ahoge, because that's Ori. All right.
Can't not have the
erase
Ahoge.
the little overlap. Great. This is Milano. Now I'm going to give him clothes. And if you have a layered art program, you can literally just come in and enter Tijum. You can literally come in and just, again, shapes. I want him to have long, squared off back thing on his jacket. Oh, let me put that behind him for now, because then the other layer can be on top of him. So this is the layer fabric behind him. And it's just like, oh, there we go. And I'll do the layer fabric over him so he has a shirt. It's like a white shirt. I should make the background color not white so we can see everything. That was too dark. And it's like, okay, he's got a shirt. Amazing. Let me give him that little V that he has. And we're gonna now put the red of the jacket over his shirt. And it's not over his sleeves because it's a vest. And then, okay, he has like a khaki pant. And I'm gonna make sure to put underneath the jacket layer and the shirt layer. And great, and then I can come in here and I can color in his scales. Like that. And his hair. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And I'm being extra messy, but you can be slightly less messy or equally as messy. It doesn't really matter. None of these are your skin tone, Milano. Please let me just color pick it because I'm gonna die. All right. Yeah, that's not your hair tone either. Okay. So we got Milano out here, right? And then we can just come in and I can just go to each layer and I can change the colors. Ooh, I like that more, you know? Ooh, let's give him a different pants color. Ooh, he needs his shirt color to be the right one. There you go. Ooh, and then, you know, seeing it zoomed out, it allows you to view just the shapes. I need to get a picture. Just the shapes. Right? This is a character thumbnail. Oh, I don't have the cake out. But you can see how it's like, okay, let me instead, like, yep, you can, if you specifically, meticulously make every layer a different layer, you can easily work with the hue modifiers. But it's like, oh, okay, you know, let's say if his shirt was full blinding white, like, oh, I don't know, that doesn't look right. He looks too clean. So then I would fix it back to the other color.
That's also the other part of it that you mentioned with the white shirt is sometimes you think about how the colors complement the environment that they're in. Mm-hmm. Milano has very natural tone colors. A lot of the Outcast boys do. I think you could say Sinnet probably has the most outlandish colors with orange specifically, but most of them are very natural toned.
Orange is a natural color. Blue and purple are the most. Yes.
Damn.
Blue
okay, well there's
is one of
I
the least common colors.
Because I always think of greens, browns, like foliage type colors.
Yeah, green, browns, all the warm colors. Purple and blue are on the rare side. That's what's rare.
We've been jump scared by a Dylan. Okay, I've had an idea for this prompt, and I've sort of kind of lost it.
Mars was cheering about 8 inches?
Because the character I'm writing for is 8 inches tall!
40 minutes, but you're welcome.
Dare I Mars has some explaining to do.
Okay, so you have to go
I
listen
did.
to her.
All right.
Turn
I'll
on
do
your
it.
ears.
Okay.
Go
He's
to the
gonna go turn
VOD.
on his ears.
Go turn on your ears.
Let me... Alright, I've prepared for the coming of Dylan.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Fixed.
Alright. Hopefully that helps, Bass.
Yes. Did we miss any questions?
Please inform us if we did.
If we missed any questions, this chat was moving. It's wild. I'm gonna do all these gratitude harbors, and then I have a second idea for a bunch of gratitude harbors. So definitely a lot of gratitude coming everyone's way. The second idea I have, after doing these like graphic-y ones, is to give Flair like a different outfit per each drink.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
I think that's a super cute idea. That's just hecka dark.
Oh, what did you ask about the tea pets, Suki? Any
No.
specific questions or just a general overall?
Well, Suki was here for all the lore. Chat moves very fast. I don't know if we gave an answer or not, so feel free to ask again. Apologies.
Hello.
Hello.
And there he is.
All right. First things first. Hello, chat. I saw your messages. Very fun. Second things second.
Where is Dylan's avatar?
It's
What
there.
8 inches are we about Mars?
Oh, he has the wrong thing though.
You want to just walk me through all 8 of those inches?
Yes, I'd love to. So, guys, what we're participating in tonight, for all of you new people that just rolled in, is Gratitude Harbor, an event on Paper Demon that allows you to show gratitude to the lovely staff and creators behind Paper Demon. What a wonderful event, especially on World Kindness Day, and 'tis the season of giving after all. The 8 inches being referred to is a pixie character that I am doing a gratitude writing for.
Oh
She is
my!
8 inches tall, and she is very cute and Thumbelina-esque.
I
There be
see.
no sus happening here.
So, what I'm hearing is, to translate for chat, it's the season of giving. And
Oh, for
this
God's sake.
pixie is giving all 8 inches for gratitude. People are thankful. You specifically are very thankful to this pixie.
I'm thankful for the pixie existing because she's very adorable and inspired me to write about her, floating down the river in a cute little teapot, singing along the way. I can't wait to see how you turn that into something sus.
I mean, can I ask, what's the personality of this fairy?
The personality is anxious.
Mhm.
Let me see. Where did my tab go?
Excited, even?
No.
Pixies
Chill
aren't
your-
typically scared. and
Chill your
timid.
horses. I
Well,
will pull up the actual character sheet.
I think it's 8 inches of excitement waiting
Okay,
for gratitude.
Timid, anxious in crowds of more than 3,
Oh,
worried,
really? Shit.
quite bubbly when comfortable, jokester, can be foul-mouthed in private, and clingy with friends. That is the personality as written.
Okay.
This is not my character, by the way. This is someone else's. And the Paper Demon people have been very lovely to us, I gotta say. So tread lightly.
Well, I'm bad. Wait, am I big, Ori?
You are big
Yes,
right now.
you're
I'm fixing it.
huge. Yeah, Dylan expanded. He's coming after me about 8 inches.
So
And
this is the Dylan expansion.
expanded. You can't even touch my 8 inches anymore after doing that.
Why is this thing stupid?
Throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Never.
Vicente
There
llega.
we go. All right. Now we have the T Dylan sprite. T Dylan avatar.
Nice.
Oh, am I normal size again?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Aw, I prefer
Sorry.
Dillosaurus.
I don't care.
Tyrannosaurus. It's okay. We'll get
Suki.
plenty of Tawosaurus tomorrow.
Mhm.
Suki, we aren't making fun of the pixie. We're making fun of Mars, describing them as 8 inches of excitement.
We is a strong word. Dylan is being a
We is a
gremlin.
very strong word.
The people at Nintendo deciding their game console's name. We is a strong word.
And
I also
everything.
feel like now that you're here, no writing is gonna get
Oh,
done tonight. I'm gonna be gabbing
I'm
too
sorry.
much. It's fine.
After I expanded, I
I've
was
been
far too
writing and
distracted.
deleting for like the last hour or so.
Well, you know,
Oh.
it only works when Dylan's also
It's
writing.
half happening, but also not.
You're writing more than I am.
That would be wild, Bass. But if it's an 800-foot pixie, would it still be a pixie? Aren't pixies by definition small?
I have no idea.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
it's
why
by
they would have to
definition.
be.
I thought pixies had to be small. Because pixies are like fairies.
I know they're fairies, but if Tinkerbell was like the State Puff Marshmallow Man and the Ghostbusters size, like that would still be Tinkerbell.
It would still be Tinkerbell, but would she be a pixie anymore?
She'd still be a fairy.
She would still be a fairy, but I don't think she's ever called a pixie.
Well,
Does pixie imply small? I'm looking up the definition. Pixie definition minus AI.
hell yeah.
Aha! A small fairy-like creature that is somewhat mischievous. So small is in there.
So this is going to be
It does seem
controversial.
to be synonymous with small.
I don't know if you're ready for this. Even if size is typically associated with the thing, it can still be recognizably the thing despite not being that size. So for example, a miniature Bigfoot is still a Bigfoot. Even if it's the smallest Bigfoot, even if it's
I
objectively
see.
tiny, still Bigfoot.
Isn't Bigfoot referring to the size of the feet?
I think at this point it's a proper noun to describe the creature / species.
Isn't the point of Bigfoot that it's not a species?
That's debated.
Littlefoot?
Isn't that literally the name of the movie?
Littlefoot?
Yeah.
No, it's called The Land Before Time.
No. Isn't there literally
Big socks.
Oh, it's called
Oh,
Smallfoot?
Smallfoot?
Okay.
Are you thinking of Smallfoot?
I'm thinking of Smallfoot. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I got lost.
Wow, such a big difference.
Enthuse said
got a
Littlefoot,
growth
and I was
potion
like,
for one
the
prompt.
Don Bluth movie?
Small fairy. Ah, there you go.
Guys, it's just context clues.
Ah, she did, Suki. But was she still considered a pixie during
night,
that? I guess that
Federico.
would depict
Good night,
that would put this
Federico.
debate to rest. Night, Federico. Thank you for your fun
Adios.
facts.
Buenos noches.
Oh, I gotta go let my cat out.
How dare. Your heir.
Go, go. Be free. She barely comes to my room anymore because the stairs have been a little bit much for her these last couple months, but tonight she was like, no, I can make it. I want the bed. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll put you on the bed. And then an hour later, no, I want to leave. Okay, fine, leave.
There was something I saw about cats, and it was just like, it's like, I can't get it to stop. I close the door and he whines. I open the door and he doesn't leave. And I don't know what the problem is. And then the other person is like, he just wants the door open.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave.
The door
He just wants the door open.
Closed.
Yeah.
Bigfoot at this point is like saying dog due to different flavors and regions, claiming that the Bigfoot is different from other Bigfoot.
Other big feet? Question or Bigfoots?
Abbas, I have seen other streamers with cats. You just gotta get the right cat tower for them.
That's so true, Enthuse.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. That's very accurate. My old roommate, she recently got a cat. He's very cute. He's an orange cat with little brownish stripes on him. So they named him Panini because he looks like a little grilled panini. He's very adorable. But she sends me a video the other day while I'm at work. And Panini was apparently spider climbing on one of her windows. Just like clinging to it and climbing up underneath the curtain.
Oh my lord.
I'm like, yep, that's a young cat. And she's like, why is he doing this? He's fairly young. He was a few months old when she got him. I think back in September, October, one of those months. And he's growing. And she's telling me all these stories like, oh, he's refusing to eat his wet food, but he eats all his dry food. He's zooming more. He's acting out more. I'm like, cat puberty. I don't know. He's in those teen years. He's rebelling. You're not going to win this one. Yes, the zoomies.
Les zoomies.
Very common between both cats, dogs, and children. No one knows that. Very surprising. Surprising. Yeah.
I watched this video, and it was this tiny little dog, like some sort of teacup Yorkie sort of thing. Aww. Minuscule dog. And the video was of it had run a deep figure 8 pattern into the lawn. And the videos of him still running it. And the owner's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this dog?
Was there one of it doing it through the snow? Because I think I saw that
I didn't see the one in the snow. I just saw one in the lawn. And it was like deep set in the lawn. Like that
Gotta
dog
get those zoomies out.
Runs in that one position. Like that one area and nowhere else.
See,
wild.
The one cat I had that zoomied was Scurry. That's how she got her name, Scurry, because she scurried all over the place. She had the zoomies bad. Simba, she wasn't really a zoomy type of cat. She would run at times, but it was more of a gallop and it would come in like short bursts of energy. Misty, she was 7 when we got her. She is older now. It has been 5 years since we adopted her. This cat doesn't zoomy. She doesn't even gallop. She trots. She trots everywhere. Like if she hears her food being opened, she won't even run. She'll just slow walk to you, but with like a pep in her step.
Cassie and Riley would always, after a bath. After a bath, they get zoomies, like they're trying to air dry or something. Every single time.
That's not a bad strategy. Oh, honestly, I applauded her when she named him Panini. I was like, that's a good name for a cat.
Panini's a great name.
You nailed it.
All I can think of, though, is Jaden's cat, Tostada.
Yeah.
Because it's such the same vibe. Wow.
It's such a unique name.
Food names have been on the rise, though, apparently, I think. I know a lot of animals with food names now. Yeah, that's what I mean. I know a lot of animals with food names nowadays. I know Aziti, now Panini, Tostada, Prawn.
I could never do a food name for a cat or a dog.
Who named their animal Prawn?
Probably a hermit crab.
I hope you're joking, Dylan.
Why?
Because you did do a... I mean, I guess you didn't name the dog,
I didn't name any animal.
Okay.
Well, I only named animals Lenny when I was a kid.
All I'm saying is you had an animal that had a food name.
That's really funny you mentioned that. Because growing up, I named everything Emily because I was obsessed with Emily Elizabeth from Clifford the Big Red Dog. So Scurry was originally named Emily.
Nice.
And then
I don't know why. I just named everything
No, that's a
Lenny.
bad name. Scurry it is.
I was a kid that actually, like, everything had to have its own name. My father or something would be like, oh, just name it Barry. And it's like, no, that's lame as shit. What do you mean naming my fucking... My fucking stuffed animal, my stuffed bear, Barry. Bad, Dad. This is so boring, unimaginative.
Where's your
father.
imagination,
yeah,
Dad?
Everything had a different name. I had a stint where I loved monkeys, like monkey. I had a ton of monkey plushes, and every single one of them specifically had a different name. Very important.
How would you know who is who if they didn't have different names?
And I had like a duplicate of one type of monkey plush, and I specifically like altered the tag so that I could make sure that I would always know which one was which.
Oh, that's cute.
It mattered. It always mattered.
It does. Listen, you gotta name them different names. That way, when you get all your stuffed animals and you get them to sleep with that night, come on. Let's see, what stuffed animals do I have around me? I got my oldest stuffed dog, Patches. I got one from my great grandma, Fluffy, real original right there. I got my fat chocobo plush, Boko. Again, real creative, I know.
Boko Haram.
And who else do I have here?
You would upset young Ori so greatly.
I thought Boko was cute.
It is cute.
What else do I have? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I had a dinosaur plush. That was my oldest toy. That was my oldest stuffed animal. It was like this little brown, long-necked dinosaur. It's beaten to hell now, I'm pretty sure, and I have no idea where it is. But that one's name, once I was old enough to name it, for some reason chose the name Abby.
At least it's not Emily.
It wasn't Emily. No, my fish got that honor. One of, before I had a cat, I had some fish. And I went through 4 different fish growing up. My first 2 were
What do you mean
Emily.
went through?
Well, because they all died very sadly.
That's not what went through means in the context of pets.
What?
It's like you would put it on the fucking hamster wheel, and the second it would fall off, you would kill it.
No, the second these really dumbass fish threw themselves into the filter, that was when I was like, okay, I'm done with fish. I can't take another heartbreak.
I feel like after the third fish, like in a row consecutively, this is something that you have done. Like the enclosure you have is a saw death trap for all fish life.
It must have been. I don't know what the hell happened. Because my other fish, this was a bluefish that I had at the same time. These are just like your basic pet store fish. I don't even know what type they were. But one was pink, another was blue. They were roughly the same size, but I named the blue one Sammy, keeping with that E ending name convention. And one day I go to my tank to feed them. Maybe that's what they were, Bass. 4-year-old Mars had no idea. She just knew she had fish and had to take care of them. But needed her mom's help to clean the tank. And by that time, we did have a new cat in the house, little Scurry, who was definitely eyeing those fish anytime they were out of the tank.
So
we started joking that somehow Scurry got one.
did you call your fish Emily by name?
I did. I called it Emily. I called the
If
other one
I was
Sammy,
a fish?
and then the orange one I had was Amanda the fish.
I was about to say, if I was a fish and some like 4-year-old called me Emily enough, I'd go in the filter. I couldn't take that for long.
I don't blame them. Probably not the life they chose, but it was the life they were given.
It was the death they chose,
Wow.
that's for certain.
I did make sure they were well fed. But following those 3, I did attempt a 4th fish because we still had the aquarium. And my parents are like, okay, like the last 2, we don't know what happened. They just disappeared. And then the other one, like we did find dead at the bottom of the filter. And that's when I got the talk. So we did try to go for a 4th fish. And literally 2 days later, it died. And that's when my parents and I were like, yeah, we're done with fish. Cats from here on out. We're done with fish.
You're like, at least cats have 8 extra lives.
Yeah,
So
right?
if we find them at the filter, we can just dry them off, I guess.
My gosh.
Scurry's self-preservation skills, they weren't bad. Because she did start out life as a stray. But she started out as a kitten stray with no mother. So like they were kind of good instincts, kind of not so good instincts. I still remember the time we tried to take her to the vet because, you know, new cat and everything. We had to get her checked out and she bolted, ran up a tree and my dad had to climb up and get her down. She was grappling onto that tree with all her claws like, no, I won't go. You can't make me.
That is, knowing your dad, no shade to him. He seems like he's fine, I guess. I don't actually know anything about him, except that he is the most vulnerable, fragile man ever born.
In
So,
what
like,
way? How did we
He's
reach
like the
that
hermetically
conclusion?
sealed, gluten-free, hide in the house all day or he'll get sick kind of guy. So imagining him have to climb a tree is funny to me.
Wait, why do you envision it that way?
Listen.
What have I said that gives that impression?
I just is your dad not this small little guy who has to like hide inside because otherwise he'll like get sick and die?
Okay, I am taller than my dad now. Yes.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
So he
Mars!
has shrunk. And
Mars!
we're small people. We're small people.
You're so small.
Bro, I will send you the most recent family vacation photo. We are all the same height except for my brother. My brother towers
With a
over all of us.
beanpole,
Oh
my
my
lord.
God.
He is. But my dad is on the small side. I won't deny that. And he does
Okay.
have some dietary things to watch out for. There is
Isn't
that. And,
he,
you know,
like,
the other stuff that comes from aging. It happens.
Gluten-free, lactose
No.
intolerant.
Yes, lactose intolerant.
He's not gluten-free.
And blood pressure. That's the other one. But no, not
Oh,
gluten-free.
okay, yeah.
I don't know where you got gluten-free from. You Mandela affected yourself on that one.
Yeah.
I did it. I did one.
I'm not trying to insult your dad. I
Yay!
had thought he was this small, fragile little guy who had like a hamster wheel or
You're picturing my
hamster ball.
dad as this like malnourished hobbit.
I mean, from what I heard from you, I assume.
No! If anything, he's a malnourished computer man.
No girlfriend, Dylan. He's
Tested.
married, huh? I don't get that.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
No gluten-free, no
And
GF.
dudes, that's the vision I'm getting from Dylan's
Oh.
description.
Oh
Oh,
my
Gluten-free, I did not know that.
gluten-free.
Comments. I'm getting comments.
That's what GF means?
I'm just a little guy. I didn't know.
Just a little guy, little guy, little
Guys,
guy.
Mars is, with no exaggeration, 3 feet 1 inches tall. So the fact that someone is smaller than her is nuts. Alright, a small exaggeration.
Oh my god.
5'2"
Emphasis
for
on
the
small.
record.
5? Okay, I don't know what rulers you're using.
Normal ones.
Mm-hmm. Mars, does your dad like spicy food?
Good question. Let me think. He does. He does like spicy food.
Holy shit.
It
have I been wrong
backfires
about
on
your
him, but
dad?
he'll still eat it.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Maybe that counts.
just like he'll still eat cheese and it'll backfire.
that is actually really respectable.
He's one of those lactose intolerant people that doesn't care unless
Hell
it's
yeah.
milk.
I
Unless
love
it's
that.
milk. If
He's
milk is
traumatized
involved,
about
he
milk.
hates it.
No, I love that.
But if it's anything else, he's like, "Ooh, pizza, thanks." And my mom's like, "Put that down."
What? Just eat the lactate pills.
They don't
he
work
is,
for him.
yeah, he's really sensitive, boy.
He tried taking
This is
them
why.
one
This is why I
time,
thought he was like
and
the
they did not
hermetically
work for
sealed
him.
hamster ball guy.
No,
You can't. Yes.
no. He does have that Edward trauma. He really does.
The lactose intolerant left.
The things they didn't know in the 60s, 70s. All they knew was drink milk, make bones strong.
Yeah, and that was even Big Dairy, so.
It was
Yeah.
Big Dairy. It's true.
My dad's a victim of big dairy.
Yeah, your dad is
Ori
a big...
is hooked on milk, though. She literally can't go to sleep without her fix.
I can. I have multiple times since living with you. But yeah, it's yummy.
There's a difference between can't and not wanting to.
There's a difference
can't.
between yummy, I'm a little hungry midnight snack, and yes, milk, and oh my god, if I don't have that milk,
Ori?
I can't go to sleep.
When you say hungry and like the milk is
it
filling
was
you
the
up,
love
this,
potion trope
Don't
enthused.
be like this.
it's just weird to
Don't
me.
be like this.
It was done
No,
differently, but it was essentially the love potion trope.
Dylan, you're telling
That's
me
what
that you
happened at
feel
Kim
no
Possible this
extra
week.
fullness if you drink an entire glass of milk?
I just think it's weird to say I'm hungry and then I drink milk and it's like I am now no longer hungry.
That's what it feels like. The hunger feeling goes away. I don't know what you want.
I'm not gonna
He
tell
wants
you what it is.
answers.
Literally,
I will
Dylan,
make
I
fun of you
dare
for
you.
it.
I dare you to... Dylan, you're literally doing that when you drink a smoothie.
That's so much thicker.
Your smoothies
There's
are
also
not.
more stuff in that.
Oh my
Like you got
smoothies are
fruit
far
and
thicker.
stuff in there. Fruit,
Yeah.
yogurt.
Okay, Dylan, next time you're like a little hungry or you want like a little snacky, drink 8 ounces of milk.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Are you saying ew to milk or ew to
Ew to
snacky?
her saying snacky.
Oh, you don't want a little snacky snack?
What the fuck?
That's different. That's totally fine.
What the fuck?
Oh,
I'm
how's
being
that
dogged
better?
on tonight by Dylan. My own fiance is.
You got dogged on. I got dogged on for 8 inches.
Yeah, you were set up.
8
You were
minutes-
set up.
8
You were
minutes
set up.
for 8 inches.
You're a white girl. You can't say that. No, Mom.
You were set up.
Hey,
It was a
we're
setup
not
for
zoomed
you.
in on any cakes, so it's fine. Twitch will allow it.
You can't say.
I don't drink
Chat.
that. That's so much milk, Mason.
Oh,
Look
that's a
away,
lot of
chat.
milk.
Look away.
Snacky wacky.
What is happening and why?
I don't
Mars
know.
said that she was dogged on by
don't
8
know
inches, and she's a white woman, so that
my
has
God.
a different implication.
You're the only one with implications here, Dylan.
think so. Enthuse heard it too. He typed it first.
Well, this is foreshadowing for tomorrow. This is best. This is
Oh
foreshadowing.
shit!
This isn't even
Too
foreshadowing.
real. God.
This is a preview.
Yeah,
of
this is a
tomorrow.
preview. Fuck
This
foreshadowing.
is honestly 3 shadowing because we saw a little bit of it before we switched.
What the hell? What is happening? What? Okay.
Being
Those
dogged
lines.
on.
Dylan, stop.
Chad is asking me
Get your
questions.
brain out of the gutter.
Chad is asking.
You can't ignore them. You're the big boy here.
I would never ignore Chad. Unless they were being cringe. But they're not.
We
I
had a
don't
whole
know.
discussion
Feels
about
like they
cringe
are
earlier
being
tonight,
cringe.
and we said embrace the cringe.
I get a Dylan episode. That sounds like a mental health problem.
What?
I'm experiencing a Dylan episode.
Well then. Has everyone here seen The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Okay, so when your brain goes into the gutter and all you can think of is innuendos, that's having a
That's
Dylan
It's a
episode.
Dylan episode.
That's a Dylan episode.
No, in The Sorcerer's Apprentice, basically the start of the movie is the guy fucking like goes into a shop, blah blah blah. Basically, in the end, he's like in middle school or something, and he comes out of the shop looking like he peed his pants, and so they all make fun of him, and everybody like laughs at him, and then so literally, I'm blanking on the character's name, but we like return to him now. He's an adult, blah blah blah, and basically, they literally like he's like yeah, you know. Everybody in my school, they started calling that like a Brett Fowler or whatever the fuck his name was, you know, and it's just like, yeah, oh, you pulled a Brett, you know, whatever, and that's all I can think of, but it's like a Dylan episode.
It's got a similar
But in the
vibe.
context of making something sexual, like
No, it was just, okay, it was like he had a failure of a time. Okay, and then
I
so
see.
the joke was everybody was making
so
fun of him.
there's no link, there's no nexus. You just wanted to
the
say that.
sole
Sorry. I gotcha.
nexus. No, the nexus is the wording
Yeah,
of
I could just tell an
having a
unrelated story
Dylan
too. It's
episode.
no problem.
What?
So in this one movie, Terminator 1.
I told you what the fucking nexus
Have we all
was.
seen Terminator 1?
I told you what the nexus was. Why are you doing? I'm gonna.
Nah, not bad at all, Enthuse.
Oh my god.
I could see how you'd make that connection.
I haven't. Oh, the Dalgona candy. Yeah, I can see that. Right, that's what it's called, right?
I have no idea. I never watched Squid Games.
Oh, or
I've
the
watched it,
masks.
but-
Too depressing for
The
my
masks
taste.
have shapes on them too, don't they? Hey, I didn't
My
design
dad
it.
binged
So.
Squid Games though, which I was very surprised by.
Squid Games 1, really good. Haven't seen the second one.
My dad just finished season 2. He said he liked it. He said it had some interesting twists and turns.
I no longer know what to think of your father, so I can't tell whether to take his suggestion.
Well, I'll
Nice,
tell you this.
Mason.
He's also watched Critical Role, both the people actually playing it and the animated series.
They're
Oh,
coming out
okay.
with the
You can
animated
take
series
that how you
campaign
will.
2. Dylan and I need to finish
cooler.
campaign 1.
Thought we did.
Night Mason.
No, we haven't
Good
finished
memories.
campaign 1 yet.
Yeah, but I thought we did.
I've
Let's
told you
see.
multiple times.
Allie, why can't you watch AA streams?
Because it's spoilers for
Because
her.
it's spoilers.
But it's not spoilers if she watches it from the beginning and she just experiences
Oh,
the content.
Mr.
She wants to play the
Spoiler Guard
game.
himself.
Yeah, really.
If you
though.
watch it from the beginning, you can choose to interact with the content in the form of watching someone play
Yes,
it.
but she wants to play the game, and that is.
All right. I'm just saying.
It's a different kind of experience.
You're just
It is.
spraying.
It is. For a time, Ori was contemplating streaming our D&D games,
I was
and
never.
ultimately I was against it because I was worried some of the things I said were too unhinged.
Which is honestly wild considering the shit you
I
do
feel
say
like
on
the
Ace
improv
Attorney.
under
So
pressure would
know.
just be too much for me personally.
Yeah, that's definitely another part of it where it's like,
if I'm being
It's not
honest,
exactly you're
my
focusing.
my main goal would been
Like
basically.
I've only finally just started being characters are like, oh hey, this isn't just Mars in a fantasy universe. This is an actual character.
I would have personally preferred if we could have had it where it was like recorded and then somebody like it's like cut down.
Edited.
Just
Yeah.
not even to tell a story, just for like the iconic, parts, right? But like I ain't got time
The
for that.
iconic parts and the jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's not worth. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
it is literally just too long to do.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. Why are people telling you this?
That's a great question.
Who is telling you this, Dylan? You might not have to stop
Who
hanging out with them.
knows?
Unfortunately, you wasted your one question on why, not
Okay.
who.
You have
Ah,
yet to
damn.
answer that.
I think you know why.
I also... Yeah, but that's not how I meant it,
Don't
and you
know
know
if
that.
we do.
Why is that coming up
Deliberately
in
misinterpreting
conversation,
things
Dylan?
deliberately misinterpreting things is the hallmark of lawyering.
Lovely.
I think you can juice a dead orange. I think that's how it always works, is it not?
What's your definition
The
of
orange
dead?
is not dead.
What's your definition of
Well,
dead?
I just watched this whole video discussing the philosophy of death, so it's open to interpretation. I would say it's dead.
Why?
'Cause
How's
I
there's
that?
think
no
only if it's
more-
rotted.
There's no more like cell reproduction, right?
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. It's just a misinformation.
Dylan, what is this orange if not full of seeds?
Right, but it's not doing
Mm.
anything with those seeds.
The
They're not,
seeds
like...
are literally there to do
But the
things.
seeds have
Dylan, when you
potential.
I know
sleep,
they have
Are you
potential to
dead?
do stuff.
When you sleep, are you dead?
No, my cells are still like dividing and shit.
They're still doing shit.
In the orange?
Yeah. It's a
Mhm.
seed.
I know it is a seed, but I don't think it's doing anything
as
yet.
much as a tree in winter is doing.
Well, I honestly don't. I can't say if a tree is alive in winter.
Oh, you did not want to say that to an arborist.
It's obviously not dead.
I think
You're
that
dumb.
there are some things that even tree hippies can't understand.
Okay, glad I'm not a tree hippie then. I don't know what that has to do with literally anything at all, Mr.
Nice,
Non
Bass.
Sequitur.
Had to get a classic in there.
You want to know
The
a fun
Lorax
fact?
is sitting within strangling range, Allie. That's so true.
The
So,
Lorx is
we were in bed.
literally right next
We
to
were literally
you.
in bed
Tread
together. And
lightly.
Ori looks at me, and Ori's like, "Have you ever seen the Lorax?"
I
And
wanted
I'm
to
like,
tell him I make a
"Yeah,
reference.
I'm pretty sure." And I'm like, I think this is the plot to the Lorax. Can I just tell you the plot? And I say literally 2 words, and she's like, "Nope, shut up. You're wrong. You haven't seen it."
What
I'm like,
the
"Whoa,
hell
whoa,
did you
whoa, whoa.
say?
Let me finish. Let me finish." I proceed to go on a 10-minute fucking
I let him
totally
finish.
made up plot
I let him
to a
finish.
fake movie that does not exist. And after all of that, Ori managed to bite her tongue, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, so you haven't seen it. Thanks."
So wait, you haven't seen the animated Lorax, or
He
you've
hasn't
never
seen
the
any of it.
original
He hasn't seen
Lorax?
any of it.
I
And
haven't
he
seen any
thinks-
Loraxing. No one is
How
Loraxed
did you not
at
see
me.
it? They literally made us watch it every year for science class.
Guess I wasn't part of your science class.
I'm gonna be honest. There's a big
Bro,
chance that
what
they
the
did show it,
fuck?
and he wasn't paying attention.
I would have paid attention
I don't believe you.
if I could
actually.
afford it.
Yeah, there you go.
You bet the plot is an anime somewhere.
At least here.
You know what they say. Every plot has potential to be an anime. Any.
Open
plot.
brackets derogatory.
I
Not in
mean,
a good way.
Yes, because sometimes people are watching for the plot and then they're watching for the plot.
I did it dumb.
I don't know what that means,
You never
Bath, but
showed
it
the original
sounds
Lorax at your school
bad.
either? Education is going down, my god.
I did it really dumb. I'm very upset with
We
myself.
watched that
Damn it.
religiously for Earth Day. Like, without fail, every single school year. That's what was playing. Anytime we had a unit on the environment, anytime we had a unit on recycling, that movie was there. Every damn time. You could not escape it.
What is the biggering?
He's
Is that like
biggering
a
his
play on the
company, he's
enlargement?
biggering his factory, he's biggering his corporate sign.
I
Everybody out
didn't
there.
get
For
any
the
of that.
need.
Huh?
Okay. Do you actually want the story of the Lorax, Dylan? I will tell it
Oh,
concisely.
no,
I will tell it
no, no.
concisely. I will tell it nicely and
You
concisely.
did tell me. You did tell me.
I told you
I just
about
didn't
the
remember the
Thneed.
names. Yeah. I remember the Thneed.
The Thneed, a fine thing that all people need.
need
All
us to
people
stop talking
need.
about that.
You're the one who brought it
Too
up.
late. You've dug this hole for yourself.
It sounds like we're making a joke about the enlargement when you say biggering.
I think you would
I
have
can see
fun.
where you're coming from, but no.
I unfortunately think you would have a lot of fun with how bad can I possibly be.
Here it is. Biggering is what Amazon does. Taking over everything. That's what the Onceler does in the movie.
No, he's not. He's not a monopoly. He's just a terrible environmentalist. Because he doesn't even have a golden parachute or anything. He basically makes an
That's
item.
the line we're drawing?
Can I
he
change
makes...
the topic and talk about
No.
the law real quick?
No, this is my turn. This is Ori's turn. You have law day
This
tomorrow.
is so sad. I wanted to
law day
talk about the
tomorrow.
law.
He doesn't have
Yeah,
a monopoly
on the
trees.
trees.
He's not
I
producing
wanted to talk about the
trees.
law and Monopoly.
Okay, fine.
But the game
Go
Monopoly.
ahead. Go ahead.
Game
Fuck.
Monopoly?
It's your turn, Ori. Go ahead.
No, bitch. Say your shit. I'm done.
And we just said on Tuesday that we hate the game Monopoly. We find it
Yes.
boring after a while.
Exactly. So when there's a search warrant for like listening on someone, like a wiretap, they are only allowed to listen for particular things. They can't just listen to anything on the call at all. So literally government agents, when they're listening in on wiretaps, have to listen for like a few seconds, like 2 or 3 seconds. If they're talking about crimes, they can keep listening. If they're not talking about crimes, they have to turn it off and check again later. So I was told a story of there was a bunch of like organized crime, like mafia people playing actual Monopoly with real money, just as like a fun day. And so they kept listening in during this ostensibly legal Monopoly game, talking about like buying up property and like for like on the cheap and haranguing their friends and throwing them in jail. And they were trying so hard to figure out if it was real crime or fake crime for the board game. That was it.
Very nice.
And they were saying like, man, Monopoly is boring to play, but could you imagine having to listen to other people play?
Yeah, really, God.
That'd be hell.
Wasn't it the whole thing that the guy who invented Monopoly was like, this is supposed to be boring and unfun?
It was a critique of capitalism not meant to be played. It was just
Yeah.
like an exercise in like, oh wow, doesn't this suck?
And it does suck. If anybody out there is like, I like Monopoly, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. You're not a person.
I think you can have funny moments in it, but you can
Yeah, but
have
that's
funny
anything.
moments literally doing anything.
Yeah,
The
it's
Monopoly
not
is
being
not
the facilitator of the funny moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Lucy, the FBI literally put out a document listing all of the common internet slang, And in Minecraft is known by the FBI as well as in Roblox. They know that.
Oh no.
So we'll have to think of
man.
something else.
In
In
Fortnite?
Fortnite. Done.
You would think that would also be known.
And yet, it is
It's not.
unknown if it is. In Silk Song.
The Act 1 final boss is hurting me.
I want to know which of the two bosses in Act 1 you're on, but I don't want you to spoil it for others. So,
I will DM you.
okay, that's the easiest.
Yeah.
But out there, take care
what
of
was
yours.
it?
And
I think he's called this.
Mine.
There are
Shake
two
that
different ones you
bottom,
can do.
man.
You don't like neither one is the only one. I heard one of the critique of the game being like it doesn't do necessarily the best job explaining the alternate path for that in particular junction. So yeah, definitely message me. Yes,
I think
that's the one.
him.
That's the one I fought, and he's extremely hard, but I fucking loved that fight. It was so good. The
It's
run
a good
back was a
fight.
pain
I
in the
like
ass.
that it's keeping me on my toes.
The
I
run
don't
back
find
is
the
a
run
pain in the
back
fucking
that
ass.
bad.
Such a pain in the ass.
Did you find the shortcut you could take?
I don't know which shortcut you're referring to, but I assume yes.
Okay, so there's a shortcut you could take on,
I
I
don't
think
wanna
it's the
spoil.
screen right before the next, where you go further up to the side, and then you could go up and over and avoid some of the enemies. I take that path.
I
It's way
assume
easier.
yes.
Okay. You probably did.
I'm pretty.
Yeah. I did not beat the game. I got distracted by doing some things IRL instead.
Allie's
I've been doing
offering
a
advice,
lot of
Mars.
painting.
I'll take advice for the fight. Sure. Okay. I will say this. I cannot change the crest I'm using. I rely on
Why?
the Reaper crest because
Okay.
I am used to the side plunge to bounce off those spikes with that particular crest. If I switch to the Hunter, I miss every damn time.
I
have to
actually
use
used
the
the
Reaper.
Reaper. I used the Reaper to fight him.
Okay, Reaper is the one I rely on. That's like my traversal one because I know how to time the bounce off the spikes and platforming stuff.
Oh no, I didn't do the
I
handle.
mean, Canadian Lucifer, Hollow Knight is the easy version of Silk Song, apparently.
For sure.
I never beat Hollow Knight. I just went right into Silk Song. And honestly, I'm proud of how far I've gotten.
And I mean, some of y'all got to watch me try Peak.
I'm proud of you too, Bars. If you actually beat this boss, you will have my respect.
Ooh, okay, now I have no choice but to beat him.
And that was a time for Ori. Will not lie.
Ooh, okay, went in phase 2 with the fire. Magma Bell. The Magma Bell.
They're saying a certain item that you can equip reduces damage of one of their attacks.
I have not equipped said item, and I don't think I have said item.
Well, I didn't
You're
use that
fucked.
item on the fight. Not necessary.
Yeah, Dylan, you're kind of like at a level beyond most people.
You say that?
I do say
I've
that,
been
Mr. Beat
using-
Dark Souls 1 6
I've been
times?
using the
Dark
needle
Souls
attack.
2? Which one?
Because
I beat all
honestly, I
the-
need to
I
be
beat
at
all
a
the Dark
distance
Souls.
to fight him, so I haven't been
Yeah,
using the
but
silk
when you-
shield, as I've been calling
One you
it.
beat a lot with like challenge runs and
Do
shit.
I have the Magma Bell?
I've done challenge runs in every game. My silliest
I'm
challenge run
gonna
was in
have
Dark
to
Souls
check
3.
after this, guys.
I see. Dark
I
Souls
don't
3.
remember if I have the Magma Bell.
Does it
Ah.
ring a bell?
No, not at all, apparently.
Ali, I got past the fireplace without using the magma bell at all. You don't need it.
I got past
You can
the
actually walk-
fireplace
you
without
can
using
walk
the Magma
in-
Bell. I literally just hopped across the lava.
You can walk in the lava. So long as you don't linger in the same spot, you actually don't take damage.
Yeah, you just gotta
Depends
hop.
on... Yeah, just keep going.
I think I bought everything in Bone Bottom, so I must have it.
Pastry, I love Reaper. It's so fun. Especially the passive effect that you get after you activate it.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, yes, I do mean magma pastry. But I thought magma
Magma.
IRL is the whatever.
You want
I
to say
don't
that? You want
have
to
this
just tell me.
one.
I thought magma was underground.
Yeah, are you not fucking
All
underground?
right,
It
guess
sucks
I'm
on the
visiting
entire
deep
time.
docks again.
I mean, I guess you are. That's true, but the lava that you are seeing, you're also underground, Ori.
Always, it's magma, because the whole
telling
thing
you
is underground.
I'm telling you, the whole thing's underground, yes. There's lava and magma as two different items in the game, two different hazards.
Well, that's just stupid.
And some
I'm
of them you can walk
disappointed.
on, some of them you can't.
Disappointed.
I didn't know the difference. Pastry just told me that there's two different ones.
Disappointed. There shouldn't be two different ones. Straw, and then we're gonna.
I
be
thought that there was
done.
just like deeper pits of magma and then shallow pits of magma, and you can walk through the shallow ones.
That's what it should be. I agree with that. I don't care about the other words. The official words are bad. Alrighty. Well, with that, we're gonna
What a
thank our
note to
lovely
end
YouTube
on.
channel members. Thank you everybody for coming out.
Duly
for-
noted, Allie. Thank you.
I came in with high hopes of doing 16 of these. I did 1.5.
Ori, read the names. Ori, read the names.
thank you
let's
to our
see.
YouTube
How many
channel
words
members.
did I do?
Harry's Parry, Nicole, Dichotomy Games,
259. That ain't bad.
Lakitu Bro, Aragorn, Canadian Lucifer, Tay, and the Jester. If you want your T-Pet, remember we talked about T-Pets on our stream screen, all you gotta do is join as an angsty adversary. But you can help us out for free by liking the stream.
Yes, it helps
Thanks
a ton.
everyone for being
Thank you.
here.
Thank you
for
so
liking,
much for
subscribing.
Thanks
My
so much.
present
Thank
to
you
you.
to our-
Yes, you,
What-
Cheddar, who
What
is
is it
here
now?
until now.
1,500
Yeah, we hit
subscribers.
50K. Woo!
Woo!
Cheddar,
15K.
because you're
Uh-huh,
here
1500.
specifically, I'll stream Ace Attorney just for you tomorrow night.
Oh, wow, what
Oh,
a
how
treat.
kind.
What a treat.
Don't
Alright.
tell anyone else, Cheddar, but I think
Just
you and
for
I have
you.
something special.
Don't make this parasocial, Dylan. Jesus Christ.
It's parasocial both ways, but
Chill it,
I'm at
chill it.
Ace Attorney special.
Okay. All right. It's Attorney tomorrow, guys. If we don't see you, have a lovely weekend. TGIF. And
Yep.
yeah, you're singling out
Enjoy
Allie,
it.
Dylan.
Yeah, Ali has rejected the gift, so I'll just, I guess someone will get 2 Ace Attorneys tomorrow.
Wow. Oh,
Wow.
doubling give it to the next person. There we go. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, good night.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Good night.